Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, let me just... Yeah, I'm gonna fix this all later. Oop. But I just wanted to get this something back up quick. All right, I will do a video about this. But I will figure it out, folks. I will figure out something where, you know what? I think that they don't want me to do that live. If I do a clip like that, I have to literally cut it up and then and not show the whole thing. I can't just play it, even then, because that's kind of the problem with doing a video like that. You can't just play it. You have to do it in sections and do a lot more me commentary. But I don't know. Just in case that video is not up, what I was saying before is, I'm just going to focus on me when do videos when I can, and life sucks, and let's keep going.
Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. I'm over here gonna paint that dining room, something I should have did a while ago. I'm gonna be here for about 3 or 4 hours, just doing some things around here or whatever. And showing some people the place that want to rent. So,
I mean, I think that he just knew that if he started to do this before they came back, they were just gonna ruin it. I think he just was waiting, and then like, all right, make it look real good before I try to get rid of it. I don't think it was like, oh, I'm gonna just. He just knew that they mess it all up.
what I want to very briefly do is I want to talk about Jim the Pioneer's claim that I'm a sellout. And his reasoning for it is to show everybody my thinking on it and try to understand where it is that he's coming from without all of the hostility. You know? So, by the way, first and foremost, for those of you who are truly interested in this, just give me a second here.
What this guy's trying to do is just trying to be like, I'm not a sellout. Well, I mean, you're something. I don't know if I use the word sellout. To me, you're just a piece of shit that knew this whole time that there was child abuse going on, and you waited for your fucking time to be like, all right, this is my moment. This is my moment. Fuck you, dude. You're still a piece of crap for not telling anybody, especially CPS, what was happening with those kids. Yeah, thank you. But really, you knew. Were you a moron? I mean, I know you don't see your kid, Gman, but that doesn't mean that, you have to hide other people's child abuse, no matter what, if it's religion or whatever. Just that.
This is the room that they were staying in, and I can't get this stain up. So my guys are coming over here soon.
What?
Too, and it's actually a stain over here too. I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
Yeah, why are they pissed on the floor? What is that? What is up with that? It never ceases to amaze me how nasty people can be. The pigs will, take over if we let them.
This is the stain here.
Ew.
You guys can actually see that.
Ew.
On the floor there. I don't know how well y'all can see that. And then this is one of the damages to the door that he did.
Wow. And how long were they there? They were only there like a year. This was supposed to be like their temporary forever home, whatever you call it. And that's the problem with both of them. That they have no respect for where they live. At least they're in a place that they're gonna have to pay. They can't just like try to leave it behind and hope for the best.
This is the second door. There was another door before this one that I had to replace. So it was just getting ridiculous with all the damages and whatnot. But anyway,
super gross.
And by the way, I'm in the room that William used to stay in. Okay, so Jim the Pioneer Jim the Pioneer made the claim that I was a sellout. He think I was a sellout because I went on Drag's channel. And that the people that I would normally make videos about regarding the reaction people, that I'm actually talking about.
I don't know why he cares so much about that Gman Pioneer loser. That guy has stupid claims, stupid ideas, just like a moron trying to impress another moron. If you ask me, like, Gentleman Pioneer thinks I should not have been on Drag's channel, that I am a sot, so I'm gonna make a video about it. Like, who cares, man? Like make one, like, keep telling us about Shanny. Like, screw Jalen Pioneer.
About the Shanny thing or whatever, right? First and foremost, like I said last night, I think that's ridiculous because it's not like I went on Drag's channel and we was like talking about the Super Bowl. We wasn't talking about the NBA Finals. We wasn't talking about our hobbies and things like that and whatnot. We were actually talking about what happened between me, Shanny, and Rev. That's it. I didn't go on that show for anything else. If you actually watch my demeanor, I actually look a little uncomfortable when I'm on Drag's channel, right? I'm a little uncomfortable listening to some of the comments, even the positive ones sometimes on this channel, but I listen to them.
I hear you.
So I totally disagree with that kind of thinking, considering a lot of the people that watch my YouTube channel, that watch this YouTube channel, don't even know that Gentleman Pioneer has appeared on Dragon's YouTube channel to talk about me and other things. He's appeared on other people's YouTube channels that I said I would never go back on, which I ended up doing. I've been on the Geek Room during all of this time. I've been in there very briefly. I've been on Miss Parker's channel. I wasn't called a sellout. You know what I mean? And I went to a Dragon's YouTube channel. And Dragon even threw a couple of. They're still calling me like a Lowe's cow and everything and whatnot. You know what I mean? And it doesn't bother me because I expect that to come off of him. I expect that to come out of his YouTube channel. I went on the channel to talk about Shanny and Rev and to clear the air about some things because people genuinely wanted to know some things. You know what I mean? So I believe that it was very unfair for him to try to call me a sellout. I have a theory. I think that the reason he called me a sellout and Lupus came in there too, I think their goal was to, and I'll explain a little bit further with this, but the goal was to direct some attention from my channel to their channel. Now, Lupus has got a bigger channel than I do regarding this channel. Lupus is doing better on his channel than I am on this channel at times. And he, I don't know, the two of them just felt the need to come over there to try to take the attention off of the things that we were talking about and to put it on me. Now, granted, I called this show all the smoke for a reason because I wanted to talk about a lot of different things. But what I didn't want to do was have people come in there gish galloping and trying to make stuff up to cause confusion, which is one thing I noticed that GP does a lot. He has his own conclusions on why he believes things are happening. While he was calling me a sellout, the Christians in the live chat was calling him a sellout for selling out Christ. Like, I don't think he was looking at the chat, and I don't think he understands the overall opinion of the church regarding him. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I just felt like I needed to make this YouTube video to talk about that. I didn't sell out. See, let me tell you when you're going to know I sold out.
Yeah.
When I sell out,
that's right. He was. I've seen their videos, Scats. When they would have Veckel on and be Veckel, him and Joe and Pioneer and everything, and that other guy, Brett Keane. I know they're all little buddies.
I won't be talking about the Bible no more. I won't be talking about Jesus no more. I won't be talking about my opinions as a Christian no more. What I will do is start talking about new opinions that I have, regarding the way I see the world and whatnot. And I don't do that. I don't sell out for nobody. I met a lot of these people in person. And I remember when Rand Campbell and a lot of them called me a sellout. Some of them was.
I'll say this. It's kind of convenient how things worked out for him. You can call that what you will, but at the end of the day, he did get a house for $1. I don't know how much he gave Shanny and Rev, but I'm sure it's not near as much as what that house is worth. So I'm sure he's a whatever that is.
Saying I wasn't a Christian no more because I met them in person. And I decided I wasn't going to make any videos about them anymore. Then some things happened and we started making videos about each other again. But think it was about the Gooser thingy with Fiona or whatever. But I wasn't a sellout then, and I'm not a sellout now. I'm the same G-man I've always been. The only difference is that I realized what was going on between with Shani and Rev, and I felt like I needed to talk about this. And Shani kept going out there talking about I gave her a death sentence and she's still alive, guys.
Well, why didn't you talk about it before? You did talk about it before, but not in this type of detail. So, you're guilty for that, no doubt. But you could have went into great length, especially if you knew that Shani physically attacked one of them and you didn't say anything. That's some bullshit, man. I gotta call foul on that. I gotta call foul on not telling CPS. Yeah, the mom, the big mom that's like a football player, she body slammed one of the kids. Rev told me. And Rev, I'm sure he didn't lie to you about it.
And how she's going out there claiming that I never really did nothing for them. They was being unappreciative. I mean, that's all that was. So I think it's utterly ridiculous, some of the claims that some people were making. Now, Kamal went back and forth, and he was like, he had opinions about that. Like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with people having opinions. I got a problem when people are coming at me. Oh yeah, one more day to live, right? Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. I like that one, Katz. She was thinking back then, like, you know what? Just in case something doesn't work out with Rev, give him the house, and if they split up, well, hey, you can't live with us. Ooh, that's good. That's good. You should write books. No, but like seriously, I never thought of it like that.
I got a problem when people come after me as if what they're saying is factual information. My personality doesn't mesh well with that. You know what I mean? A lot of the stuff that GP says is just not factually true. It's just not factually true. And I got a little ignorant last night when I was talking to him, and I brought up GUV and whether or not they were really friends, because just like he claims he knows certain things, you know what I mean? There are a lot of things that I'm privy to knowing. And if I ever talked about it, things would line up perfectly. You know what I mean? So, and he wants me to do it because I think he's looking for a reason to release more recordings. Because I know it was him doing that in the beginning. And he's waiting for me to do something on here so that he can release more of it. Lying, saying that I care about him talking about me on Luba's channel. That dude can talk about me on Luba's channel all he wants. I don't care. I don't think a lot of you care personally. But like I said, it is what it is.
I think what you're saying is because he knew that, should something happen? I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, the fact of the matter is he knew that one of the kids already got previously hurt prior to this even going on. Prior to, CPS actually stepping in and taking them. And if he, quote unquote, talked to CPS, how he likes to say that all the time, that G-Man, like, I talked to CPS. I talked to them several times. And I'm like, listen here, there is nothing happening at this house. Sure, I had to buy moo-moos for Shani, and I had to buy clothes for the kids, and then feed them and feed Rev and give them Delta 8. But ain't that just normal? Ain't that just the Christian way? No, it's not. It was really weird, man. I would like to see something happen, like CPS be like, you should have told us when we came there. Because I'm sure they asked him, have you seen anything or heard anything or anyone's told you anything?
So I'm not a sellout. I stand by what I believe. One of the things that I actually get compliments on YouTube about this is some people say I got crazy beliefs, but I stick by them. I don't play games. I'm not wishy-washy. Being tossed and thrown by every wind of doctrine that goes out there. I have my own opinions about things. I have things that I believe that is absolutely true and facts, and I stick by them. And I haven't changed my mind throughout the years about those things. So like I said, I'm not a sellout. I never will be a sellout. I just wanted to make that YouTube video talking about it. So I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to go.
Man, how narcissistic he is. Not a sellout. I'm not gonna say I'm a sellout, you know, and just because this other guy is saying that, like, but who is he? Like, gentlemen, no one listens to him. No one listens to the guy. So, like, is this because someone that you like? If that opinion pisses you off that much, you have to make a video about it. I don't know. I don't get that.
Paint that dining room. I gotta go outside and stop some water from going into the basement, and I gotta do some work around here before I go home or whatever. So I'm gonna be here for a while, but I might be here until about maybe 8, 9 o'clock tonight. I don't know. We'll see. So, Dragon, if you're watching this,
yeah, I think that because they probably did get an overwhelmingly lots of notices and calls, and that the fact that they already had an opening CPS case really cemented in something when a child had to call the police, they can't ignore it anymore. You know what I mean? And that's what sucks about some states is if you want out, if you're having trouble, if you're a child and it's bad, you have to be the one to step in and do something about it. It's unfortunate, but you know, these government organizations aren't going to come in and save you anymore, and that's just the reality of it.
Later today, I will start sending you the text messages via email, and whatever pictures I got, I'll send that to you via email as well. And if you don't have something, contact me via Skype, and I'll see to it that you get it. Now, I got a quick statement for Shanny, for Shanny and Rev. Yeah. Shanny and Rev, you left the air fryer here. You left the air fryer here. It's still here. If you want to pick it up.
And right there, I have an air fryer. He can make French fries. He can make a whole bunch of stuff. Chicken, beef. I think that's the problem. I think I'll agree with Gman there that they don't want to cook. I mean, if you ever seen any of Shanny's cooking streams, you know, like I really need to find some of her cooking stream videos. Like it was the most disgusting stuff. And when Rev would have to eat it at the end, he would eat with a bottle of Pepto-Bismol next to him.
Today, you guys can come to the porch and you can come get it today, and I'll leave it on the porch. If you don't want it, or if I don't hear from you by the end of the day, I'm going to throw it away. There's also a microwave here too that's yours. So if you don't come and get it today, I'm going to throw it away. All right, contact me through email, Skype, or something if you want those things.
Skype.
I can't send a text. They don't got a phone, and when I try to contact them through Skype, they don't want to. They're not on Skype, and they clearly got the internet.
Oh yeah.
It is what it is. I'm gonna have to throw that stuff in the garbage because it's taking up space.
You know it.
The air fryer still got food and stuff in it. They never cleaned the air fryer.
That's great, dude. You fucking had it. You had it. It still got food in it. Ew. Dude, all you gotta do is wash it. How lazy. You should look at my fryer. Renee will tell you, it looks as clean as the day I got it. Because after every time I use it, if you just rinse it off, like put light soap, it's like comes right off. It's leaving it to gunk up is the problem.
I don't think they cleaned that thing since they got it. I don't think they cleaned it since they got it. And the microwave is still very much dirty too. So they had a white one here, and they used it so much that the plastic on the inside was coming off and was peeling off of the sides and whatnot. So it was bad. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. I'll be back later on the Sowingandreaping channel. Later.
Yeah. So, Red made a video, I heard. I guess I can watch that. I don't know what she's doing to him. Every time I see Red, it's just like, dude, he's spacing, he's looking into space. And if he's still drinking, then, that could be waking up some old demons.
Hey guys, how you doing? So I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. You're not getting the normal guy that you see on the internet usually with me right now. I'm going through. There's so much going on in my mind, and my medications are gone, and we are out of gas. So I'm really, if there is somebody out there that's kind, and you feel that you can, it would be a huge help if somebody could provide like $20 for some gas.
Wait a minute. Didn't Gman just say this a little bit ago? Wasn't he like, yo, $20 to $25 to $30? That's Delta 8 code. Yep.
In the car, that so that I can because where we're at, none of the places that are food places take the EBT card. So
yo, you lie.
It's really bad situation that we're in right now, and we have absolutely no one anymore that's helping us.
Dude, get a job. Go walk across the street at the gas station and just get a job. Get a job at the place. I thought that's your friend's place, and you were gonna be working there or something, right? Alleged. I mean, really, Rev, you gotta stop. You gotta stop relying on people. It's unfortunate, but like you gotta get it. You have to do it because no one's gonna do it for us. So you know what I mean? It's time to put the big boy pants on and it's time to work.
As you guys know, there's no one helping us.
Good.
And that includes my uncle. There's no one. Zero. No one helping us.
Well, why you think, man? Why do you think? You were probably a friggin' embarrassment to your uncle. Sorry, man. I don't want to be mean to you, but like, I don't know how else to get pieces of shit to get out and start fucking working. Facts.
The last few jobs I tried to apply to, it's the same stuff. It was just immediate rejection, saying you can appeal this if you want to. I like, if
there's no way Walmart said that to you. They would get in so much trouble. You could put them on Twitter and everything. Be like, look, Walmart doesn't hire local retard.
Like, I just look at what my life is, and it's just like it's like a battlefield with corpses on it.
Well, like, come on. He should know, right? He should know that you can't walk in there like this. You gotta like shower. You gotta wash. I mean, for him to have done this to his hair, I don't understand. That definitely ruined his chances of getting some sort of job. But I don't know. It's like, how do you show somebody how to not do that? Bring that horse to water and have a drink. You know what I mean? I'm sure the state has given them some sort of something to try to get them into society.
Like, that's how it's going right now. But you guys are the reason that we've been able to survive it all at this point. It's you guys that have been giving, and it's been small things, here and there, and thank you, But this is a pretty serious situation, and
I mean, right now, I think it's for drugs, for Delta 8, because the place supplies them with water. They don't have to worry about getting water bottles. They have EBT for food. I mean, if they left all that rice and all those cans of food at Gman's place, then I'm sure that they're okay. I bet you in their room they have some sort of microwavable something. They just don't want to eat that all the time. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, right? Oh, sorry, wrong button.
If money doesn't come in for gas or something, like, our medications are so needed, and we're gonna have to like call an ambulance or something. I don't know.
See, he said medications because that's what this is all about. This is all about drugs. It's all about getting high. Getting high and not feeling feelings. Hey, dude, I'm there with you, Rev. I'm there with you. But the difference is you gotta friggin' work. or apply for something. You know? Suck on the teat of the government. I don't know. Do something besides begging for your meds.
Like, things are gonna get bad, and I don't know. We can't drink the water in this place. This is another huge issue. If
Oh yeah, yeah, it's for sure. It's not just healthy. Oh, look at them. We can't drink the water here, folks. Folks. We can't drink the water here. Hey, Rev, didn't somebody talk to you about spreading this bad rumors out? Because it's, you know, it's not just you begging. You're begging to the world. And the fact that if someone on the inside knows the hotel you're staying at, they'll be like, ew, I don't want to stay at that dirty hotel. Like, they can't even drink the water, and they're not even doing anything to help them. So yeah, I think someone spoke to you, right? And they were like, cut the crap on, you know, there's nothing to do. It kind of happens here. Here's complimentary water.
we could just drink the water, then like, drinks wouldn't be an issue at all. But water, it's water. I mean, we don't even, you can't go to the tap, put a glass under.
Oh yeah, that's right. I just heard that, dude. A little bit ago, I heard that some places in some areas will take that. Not only Subway, like, you know, KFC and Popeyes and some other fast food restaurants do take EBT now. Like, you know, like I said, I don't know a lot about that stuff, but I always hear it and I'm like, wow, really? Okay. You know, you can live pretty good these days. But people, I don't know. I think there was a difference between getting it for free and having to earn it. Having to earn it, you realize how, you know, getting stuff should be a, you know, it shouldn't be easy, because if it comes easy, you're not going to respect it. You'll understand it. You'll understand it better if you go out and you fight for it, even a little fight for it. You get it. You get it's hard to live. Its world is tough. If you have it easy, then you're just like a stupid piece of shit. I don't know. You know, you need life experience, folks.
Underneath the tap and drink. You can't do it here because there's E. coli in the water. We just got ourselves in a really bad spot, folks.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure if Rev was like, hey, can I have like 100 bottles of water? I'm gonna hose down Shanny, and you know, she doesn't want to swim in your E. coli. They would probably be like, you know, that's a lot of water. Because it's like, I'm sure they don't have any filters when it comes to the shower.
So anybody that can help, any money that it could be, because there's other issues for money too. So if you guys can help us, it would be a really great blessing to us. And
Dollar General is that store is great. If you guys have never been to one, it's pretty freaking awesome. They actually have dollar products. I don't know. I've been to many dollar places, quotations, because when you get there, it's like $5. And I'm like, I thought everything in there was $1. Oh, that was bullshit. No.
And all I can say is thank you. And I praise God for everything we have. But man, we're at a very tough spot, folks. God bless you all.
Okay. Well, I know that G made another video, so I'll put that one on. What's up, guys? You got about 88 views. Make sure everyone likes. I appreciate it. Sorry. Oh, sorry about
painted it white, got rid of that ugly looking pink mess that was here. I got to paint up there a little bit with some primer or whatever, which I'm going to do soon. Here's the paint here, right down there. But that is not what this video is about today. This video is about bringing Shanny to bringing her to reality. And you can see the paint all over my hands here and everything. The reality is that Shanny, I am not your man. Okay, I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your husband. I'm not a prospect. I'm none of those things. Even though I do remember telling you upstairs that and I said this right in front of Rev too. That's the funny thing about it when I was yelling at the top of my lungs. I said that if I was your man, you would not be here. You would not be in the situation that you're in. You would not be facing homelessness. You wouldn't be doing any of that stuff because I would force you or lead you. I'll put it to you that way. I would lead you to be more responsible and make better decisions. You blame everybody. You blame me particularly. I'm the number one person, even over anybody else on the internet, on why your social media career is dead. It's dead because of two things, Shanny. When you had all of that money, you belittled everybody, talked about how you were a queen. You know what I mean? Telling everybody how you're eating good and everybody else is struggling and whatnot. And then going out there with the racial slurs. That pretty much ended your social media career. And that's the truth, and everyone over here knows it.
Then why didn't you say something when she said it, when she did it, 2019? And you waited like over 2 years to say anything about it. And then you would take her back, and then you would fight with her, and then you would take her back. So I don't know, man. I think she manipulated you a long time, that she might just be able to do it again. You know, after maybe a month or two, you'll be like, and the smoke goes down, you might be like, oh, you know, I want to see what they're doing. And then she's like, oh, Gman, my hero.
There's some other stuff that you've done to really get yourself in trouble with Christians on here, where even they are trying to push you to go get a job. Okay? So, Rev, I'm talking directly to you, dude. You need to hear this. You need to hear this, dude. I don't think you ever learned how to be an actual man before. Okay? Okay? I don't know if you know this or not, but you was never the man of this place. You were never the man of this house. Okay? Because...
Ooh. Oh, thank you.
Jackie Rose has just donated $19.99 through Super Chat.
Is he gonna talk? Oh, thank you. Said fan character bouncing heart or patting their heart-shaped ponytail with stars in their eye. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry, I got a lot on my head, but I definitely appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out.
The man of the house would know how to properly raise children, which a lot of times I had to, in terms of like, don't do that, do this, don't do that, do this. You would have known how to go to the supermarket and buy food and encourage your woman to come downstairs and actually cook and cause food to...
I love how he's just like, you're a woman. Yeah, please excuse Gman, folks. He's from the 1930s.
Actually last longer, instead of going in a refrigerator, putting a bunch of fast food in there all the time, wondering why you can't survive in this economy or whatever. Took me coming all the way from where I was all the way here, sometimes New Jersey, sometimes Philadelphia, to come all the way down here to teach you how to shop. And I was shopping for your family. Okay? I was the one that was feeding your family. I was the one that was clothing your family. I was the one making sure that I mean, for crying out loud, I had to come here and clean up a lot of the times.
I mean, right now, I think, do you think that Gman actually was not aware of any of this stuff? You know what I mean? Like, do you think, or not aware of, like, what I mean to say is, do you think he was so Stockholmed with Shanny's manipulation that he didn't even realize how bad things were progressing? You know, until it's too late. It's almost like, you know, living with your kids. You know, start to grow up all around you, and you're still giving them that baby spoon to eat with, and they're like, hey, I need an adult spoon, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm sorry.
When was you really the man in here? Oh, I remember when you was the man. I remember. That's before Shanny got a hold of your bank book and spent the majority of your money.
Ooh.
And when you had a little bit of sense to actually stand up for yourself and actually make a couple of decisions. What's sad is, man, is that you get on YouTube and then you're on here begging people to help you guys and everything and whatnot. Yet you keep hearing this community say that you need to go get a job. But the funny thing is this, Rev, and this is going to really blow a gasket in your head. When Dragnut donated that $6 to you for them cigarettes, he became the man in that house. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, Monty or one of these other people on YouTube decides to give you $10 to buy a loaf of bread and some bologna and cheese or whatever. They become the man in your house.
I can agree to that. It does make you look bad. It makes you look like look, you got to do it. It's not like Drag is giving him that because he's like, wow, your content is amazing. He's basically doing it because he feels sorry for him, like anyone does. And I don't know. I'd rather have respect than pity. But that's just me.
They become the leaders of your home, and what they say actually goes. Isn't it funny that you have to get on here and you have to bend over backwards, you have to do splits and tricks in order to get $5 from somebody because you refuse to do what the rest of us got to do, and that's actually get off your butt and get a job. Having a job is freedom, Rev. Having a job is freedom because you can make your own money, and then you can make your own decisions with what you do with your money. But you're never going to be free because you have convinced yourself that your Lord and Savior, Delta 8, is the only thing that can save you. And without your medication of Delta 8, you cannot survive here on the earth. That is what you convince yourself of.
Oh my God. Think about how the mighty have fallen, folks. How the mighty have fallen. I remember Rev would come home from the dispensary in Colorado, and there was a time where Colorado had the best around for a long time. They were the first to make it legal, the first state, so they had some crazy good stuff. And he would come back with these really big ass joints and everything, versus having to do that same energy with the Delta 8, which I keep hearing is a lot weaker. Like maybe 20% of that strength is in that than regular pot. It's definitely nothing like smoking flour, I'll tell you that.
And Shandy's convinced herself of that too. I can't function, can't make a YouTube video unless, I can't make a Twitch video or post on Twitter or Instagram without my medication. Just got finished watching a repeat stream. I forget the YouTube channel. It's one of the archive thingies. Actually, I don't think that channel was an archive.
Yeah, Renee got mad at me because I was like, that the original Addams Family, well, not the original, the 90s one, kind of like my childhood one. That woman, she was only good looking when she played Morticia. I saw her in that other one where they, when they turned Luke into a mouse and stuff, and I was like, oh my God, that's the same person. Like, wow, folks, makeup.
I think they talk about other things on their channel besides Shanny and Red, but they brought up the video from Twitch where Shanny was saying that on her birthday, and mind you, she lied her behind off. When I give Drag these text messages, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. She lied when she said that on her birthday, all she wanted was a pizza. Let me tell you how that really went. Oh, yeah. Months before.
I remember that. She's like, I want a pizza. Extra cheese. A little olives on it, peppers. Some pepperoni.
Before their birthday actually came, I would say right before my birthday, around May. Or April, I was asking them, I said, well, what do you guys want for your birthday? When's your birthday? What you wanted for your birthday? Rev took me to Walmart and showed me this game that cost $60 for her PS5. She said, you get this for Shanny. Shanny would kiss you. Shanny would be so happy if you got her this game. So I said, okay, we're going to get her that game. And then Rev, what do you want? Because I got tired of getting them the same old stuff all the time. Most of the time he's asking for Red Bull, peanut butter, tobacco, and Delta 8. I am dead serious. Okay. Oh, gas for the car. So I was like, listen, dude, I'll actually spend some money on you. What do you?
Damn, he was giving them gas as well. So basically, like, they had to pay for nothing. See, like, dude, that's not good. That's called enabling. You don't want to enable. Then they'll never learn, you know? You have to bring that horse to water, bring that fat pig to water, and have it eat out of the trough.
Want for your birthday. And he was telling me that he wanted his own controller. And I guess after he got finished talking to Shanny about all that stuff, I started getting these Skype messages, in case you forgot about that, Shanny, where you actually told that, well, you told me, well, you know, we really need some medication, man, and we would appreciate it if you bring some medication up here to help us out, because, you know, we're going to do our thing and everything.
Oh, great.
Shanny would come over to me sometimes and show me she got the shakes. Them shakes wasn't because you was going through something mental or whatever, and you need your medication.
Man, these bots have the most interesting names.
Shakes was from Delta 8 withdrawal, when you would go weeks without it unless I actually came over. That's why I'm constantly warning people, if you ever get a request from them for $25 to $30, it is for Delta 8, because that's how much it costs for it. One more little thing.
Oh, hey, Pat.
How many of you heard him say today in his video, Rev, that you live too far to use your EBT card? Now, these other people on YouTube don't know where you are. At least I don't think they do, but I know where you are. Dollar General takes the...
I know, Patty. It's been, you know, I don't know. Like, I definitely feel empty. You know, there's one last great person in the world. That's for sure. You know, and especially for someone like me who may just, you know, need that little extra person to understand my quips, you know. And there's a lot of us here like me, and I think, you know, we all get along real well because I understand that, like, we're all human. If someone makes a mistake, I'm going to help them with it if they keep fighting. And I think that's what this is all about, is if you keep trying to change and you keep trying to be better, I think that's a good thing. If you want to wallow in your shit, I think that's a bad thing. You know, and I am a person that constantly keeps trying to be better and learn from my mistakes. And Grampy, he understood that. And I'm deeply gonna miss him. You know,
EBT card. I'm gonna say this again. Dollar General takes the EBT card. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Dollar General?
Yes, they do.
Across the street from you?
Any supermarket.
What the heck do you mean that you too far from anybody to be able to get an EBT card? Dude, I was with you when we went shopping to go get you some food, and we ain't really go nowhere.
Oh,
we literally just went across the street, dude. What are you talking about?
Spilling the tea.
It's absolutely hilarious. It's right across the street.
That's what I literally just said. I didn't even know you said that, man. That is weird. Well, no, that's not weird. That makes sense because it's true. Dude, why do you act like you're so surprised now? They've been doing this whole time. I hate to say, look at these old videos, G-Man, when people were like, dude, why are you not saying nothing? You know, why are you letting this happen? You know, it's not just them two. They have kids. Now it's like they do something dumb. Like, whatever. It's on them. Let them live in their squalor. But they had kids, you know what I mean? The only thing that sucks right now is those cats that have to live like that. And I'm sure, you know, they don't have time to stretch around. But I don't know if there's anything that can be done about that at this time, at least.
But you live too far. But the thing that played him out today was when he got on here and said that they needed medication or whatever. And when they need medication, what they're saying basically is that they need their Delta 8. Rev, She got you off of one substance, man, and got you on another, and you're dependent on it. You need to go to a detox center. You need to get that stuff out of your system.
Wow. Okay. So at least he understands that Shanny had Rev cross a dick. You know, when she met Rev, he was a really, really bad alcoholic. And I can understand, like, you know, he lost somebody and he was drinking those feelings away. And, you know, we all can understand that. But the thing is, eventually you got to bring yourself up there. And if you decided you don't want to drink anymore and you put your body and mind through hell, then why the hell would she turn around and have him cross addict and start smoking pot? You know, I don't think it's the pot that would be the problem. It's just the idea of it, especially if he has an addictive personality. That's such a no-no.
And you need to get a job, dude. There are shelters that you can go to that will help you fill out your application.
The other Renee.
They will put a good word in with an employer, and they will get you a job. But if you keep listening to that false teacher, Shanny, who don't know.
Oh, and I think I said before in my last video, what's up to the replay crew? I know you guys are always out there watching when the stream's over, and I love you for that. I appreciate it. I know some of you that are even here right now watch it again. And I love you for that, and thank you as well. And I was saying to the replay crew, if you ever feel like, hey, I was busy, that sucks, I really, you know, wanted to donate, there's a thanks button right next to the like button. You can click it, and it'll come up in a chat that you donated, and it'll be up there, you know, there forever, you know, as it were. So I just wanted to throw it out there. I need to shill that more. I always forget that's there. It's still kind of a new thing. But it works. Check it out.
You're talking about when it comes to the Bible,
if
dude,
you want to.
I don't know what to tell you. But going back to the title of this video, again, Shanny, I'm not your man. I'm not obligated to do anything for you. When I did do something for you, I did it because of the scriptures and because of the kindness of my own heart. When somebody donates to you, this is what you say, Shanny. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me help you out again with this. Thank you. You don't complain. You don't talk about how you didn't get enough or any of this other stuff because people, listen, let me tell you something. It's hard right now in this economy. It's really difficult in this economy for everybody, including the people that's actually making money on here. Okay? You got to understand something. They're going in their pockets, taking food out of their kids' mouth and out of their family's mouth, and they're donating to you.
Yeah.
All you need to do is show gratitude. No one has to do nothing for you. Now, as far as other Christians on here, even when another believer on here decides that they want to give you something, it doesn't matter if it's 25 cents. Raise up hands to God and say, thank you, Lord, that somebody cared and gave me a quarter. Lord, help me to be appreciative for what people are doing for me. This, you should be entitled because you're God's daughter. I'm going to save that one for
God's daughter,
because that is nonsense.
She's God's anointed. Oh, there you go. Here he goes going into it. Here he goes going, and finally, why didn't you say that when she was saying that last year? You know, we knew that was dumb, batshit crazy.
Teach no mess like that at all. She ain't no angel. She ain't no seraphim. She ain't no hierophant. She ain't no archangel. She ain't none of these things. Shani is delusional. And what she needs to do is be a lot more appreciative for what people do for them. You understand what I'm saying? What they're going through right now is what they were laughing at other people going through. That's why I'm always against this idea of laughing at people who are hungry, because you never know when you're going to go through it yourself. You never know when you're going to go through it yourself. So, Rev, at the end of the day, dude, if you're the man of your house, provide for your family. Provide for your woman. She's proud of you. She's proud to be your wife, but you do absolutely nothing for her.
I don't even know, since he knows that that's not his wife, why does he keep up with the delusion? You know, I think that's another problem. People like Gman keeping up with their delusions. Let me check the chat. Yeah, ingrates. I get the word. Yes. You know, and the coolest thing, Renee, was you and I were so close from meeting Lemmy. If things didn't, you know, if the time was a little bit different, we definitely would have. You know, Lemmy Kilmeister was a big Trauma supporter. He's in a lot of their movies, and you know, he understood what we were doing.
Right about now, dude, anybody on YouTube who makes $5 an hour can take her from you, dude. Because you don't have anything. Anybody making $5 an hour can provide a roof over their head, a roof over her head can take her right now. This is a very dangerous.
You know, I'm trying. I'm literally like pushing it out, pushing out the quips if I feel them, because it's just, you know, my mind's kind of all over the place with this, and you know, if anything, it's just taught me I want to be more of a real person. You know, I'm gonna be me a lot more, a lot less holding back, and you know, if it's gonna take me off YouTube, whatever, so be it. You know, as I said, life is short. Life is short. People, be with who, you know, you care about. Be with who makes you laugh. Because, you know, it ain't going to be a tomorrow. Or it ain't always going to be a tomorrow.
This is a very dangerous time for you, Rev. Because this woman can wake up and leave you whenever she pleases. You just don't get it yet, dude. You really don't. She has filled your head with a bunch of nonsense. So let's get down to brass tacks here, dude. If you want respect, if you want people to really help you,
yeah. Well, there's also some people in the chat that knew him, you know, and you know, there's that, but I appreciate. I'm sure they do as well.
Very first thing you need to do when you make your next stream is, here's my job application, guys. I'm gonna go apply for this. Pray for me that I get this job. Can somebody give me Rev, you should get on YouTube and say, can somebody give me a reference to a job that I can go to? Perhaps you got a cousin or a niece or an uncle or whatever, and I go to that job and you can help me get a job.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you are watching and you are a member of the Crypt, you can either ask me in the membership tab. On my community tab, there's like a membership part for the link to our Discord. That's a members only Discord, so you got to be, you know, a member, and you also got to be subscribed to me. So, and then you can I give a 24-hour link out like in the membership tab, and it just makes it so I know just some random just doesn't come in.
I mean, if these people really cared about you, Rick, that's what they would do, right? They would tell you to go to Walmart. They would tell you to go to, you can do this online job. You can do this and make a commission or whatever.
Right.
You can babysit. You can dog walk. You can do a bunch of different things.
No. I made that mistake too. You can't have a child abuser babysit. No, you can't. That would just not work out good. It's like, hi, my name is Rev. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm on probation for kicking a child.
In order to
Shanny.
Stop shaving your.
Stop shaving your what?
You gotta edify yourself. You gotta build yourself up. And go get a job, and you gotta do something for yourself. Right now, I'm here. I didn't want to do this. I'm painting this room myself because I can't afford to keep bringing people here to do work here all the time. I gotta do this myself. I'm talking to myself too. I have to come here and I have to actually work. And when I'm done here, I have to go to my job. And after I'm doing my job, I have to go home and do my things myself. I don't expect nobody else to do it for me. I do it for myself. You have allowed Shanny to fill your head with so much malarkey. It's not even funny, dude. It's not even funny.
You know, I'm a lover and a person that likes the knowledge of the human condition, what I call it, how people react to things and stimuli and other stuff like that, and how they live their lives. You know, whether it's him, where it's everything's about religion, or whether it's someone like Rev and Shanny, where it's more about manipulation, or Rev just being Stockholm to the fact that he has to take care of this woman, wipe her butt forever because, you know, reasons. So I'm always just fascinated with how Gman likes to spin things.
So again, Shanny, I ain't your man. I ain't your responsibility.
No baby carried allowed.
Rev is your man. And Rev is supposed to be the one that's taking care of you. Stop trying to manipulate. How you doing, Miss Star? A long time no see. It is not my responsibility to take care of your body, where you live, what you eat, or anything like that. And if I give you 50 cents, you take it and you say, thank you. But as far as I know right now, I'm the man of that house of yours for what I did in the past. I believe that Drag's the man because I believe he bought Rev some. No. Rev worked for it because he explained the entire situation. He explained how he and his woman lied about somebody coming over here slashing it and then got me in trouble in the process of it. Made me look completely stupid here on YouTube because of it. Which I ain't gonna let that happen no more because I swear I'm gonna become really annoying when it comes to people proving things to me. If I don't see video proof, if I don't see tangible hard proof that some
hard
whatever, I'm just gonna go air it out the other one. I don't want to hear it no more. Friendship, spinship, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so yeah, so Shanny, I ain't your man. I don't owe you anything. You're not my responsibility. If I do anything for you, it is from the kindness of my own heart. That man, I'm sorry. Rev, you're gonna get mad when I say this, dude, but it was your woman who said this to me a few years ago.
Your woman.
She said, and I quote, that she don't want no scrub. A scrub gets no love from her. Sitting on the passenger side, on the driver's side, trying to holler at her or whatever. Well, Channy,
did he sing this?
That apparently is who you're with, because until he gets a job, he's a scrub. I'm sorry. And your scrub man should be the one that is taking care of you. That is not my responsibility. So you can try all the guilt trips you want. It is going in the left ear and out the right one. Not my responsibility at all.
You know what? Let me check that. I'm actually curious. Okay, 353 views. I know he's gotten some views, a lot more than he's ever had before. So is that a driving force behind his total change on how he feels about Shanny? I don't know. Who knows? It's just interesting. I just love pointing things out, folks. You make the decisions up for you.
All right. Just want to make sure that everybody knows this. So again, she lied when she said that that she just wanted a pizza. Man, please, I got Skype messages that say something totally different. And like I said, I'm gonna give this stuff to drive. But I'm gonna take it a step further. You remember when she said I went upstairs and I dropped all of that stuff on her and I said, "What can you give me?" They literally was texting me every 2 days saying they needed medication. They needed medication, and they was just so annoying. And you could tell them, "No, I don't have it." I'll admit, I even lied and told them that I didn't have no money on my cash out so they can leave me alone. But if you really think about it, $31 and then I give them 30 and I only have one, I wasn't going to do that. You know what I mean? I needed something on here for Uber and everything. But the point, I mean, that's messed up that I got to do something like that, but whatever. But I went up there, I gave them things, and then it wasn't like they didn't want it. No. It was a combination of tobacco products, vapes, I think it was. I'm really ignorant to this stuff. I just told the guy to give me this, and this, or whatever, right? And then it was Delta 8, right? So they had no problem taking the oils. Shanny consumed all of the gummies, I think, in 24 hours. And it was like 4 boxes of that stuff. And inside of one box, it was like 10 packages of that stuff. She was consuming that stuff. Red would complain to me that he wasn't, that he didn't get any, but that's neither here nor there. The point of the matter is that Shanny and them took what they wanted. Rev gave me some Ever Drives and a whole bunch of games and some other stuff for those things. Because if I would have picked all that stuff up and left that place and gave them nothing, the text message, "Oh, we need medication," I just brought that stuff over there for you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So once again, Shanny.
Oh my God,
that
back.
is not my responsibility. It's not my responsibility to provide for you. I'm not your man. I'm not your man. I don't got to do anything but stay black and die. I'm sorry, no. Stay black, follow my Lord and my Savior, Jesus Christ, and die. That's the only obligation I have. All right? I don't got to do jack in that regard. But the stuff that I actually did, praise be the name of the Lord or whatever, right? In terms of like the food and the clothing and all that stuff. So I would love to hear your video response on this, Shanny. If you decide to go live, and knowing you probably will. Again, I'm not your man.
Yeah, right?
You tried to make me your man, but it didn't happen. Okay? And that's all I really want to say about that. See you guys in the next one.
Yeah. Hold on. Pretty sure you saw it. That's why I love it when it's on the screen. I can read it easy too. But yeah, I don't know what is up with that. That's a weird statement. I thought he said that, but I don't know. Lately, I'm like, I keep thinking I hearing things. All right, let's let me play this one. I never seen this one. Ugh, that is so weird.
He feels like he can't work is because he can't be away from Shanny for too long.
God, I don't know how this happens
it's
sometimes.
Just weird. As a matter of fact, the last time I saw them, when I was offering to do certain things for him and buy certain things, he was like, "No, I just want to hurry up and get back and make sure that she's okay." Of course, I think I know what that was all about. I don't think it had anything to do.
Whoa! Yo. Last time I saw somebody doing that, they were doing smack, man. So what are you trying to say that they're doing?
Wanting to see whether or not she was okay. Actually, maybe it could have, because Shanny is a very jealous person. She's a very jealous person. But Shanny, this has absolutely, positively nothing to do with you not wanting to fight battles. As a matter of fact, I got another video I want you guys to see. This one's a little bit more interesting because, you know, Shanny was about to die. Well, she's supposed to die like in a week, according to her. We saw that video, 3-4 days ago or whatever. Take a look at this video right here. She's looking pretty strong to me. Check this video out. She's on a video here on Twitch where she is in the beginning of the video, which we're not going to watch, is her talking about, her borderline personality disorder thingy kicked in, and she was upset that Rev would call another woman pretty and said that he could probably get her or whatever, which I got more stories about that one too.
But like, if that's the truth, then why if that's the truth, then why do you go back to Sasquatch?
Shanny, there's a lot of stuff you don't know, Shanny. There's a lot of stuff you don't know. See, your man, not only does he tell you everything, he tells me everything too.
Oh.
And I'm gonna wait till I go in Drag Channel to start saying what I know that you did, Shanny. All right. So,
and a resolving 100% yes, say that Rev and Shanny were largely doing something more than the Delta 8. I mean, with the Gman doing, those are fighting words in some areas.
So anyway, let's go to and by the way, Shanny, I can stop making these YouTube videos. All you got to do is contact me via Skype. Then you go in your direction, and I go in mine. But I'm gonna be honest, Shanny's not gonna do that because Shanny wants the Twitch views. So anyway, let me show everybody. I'm gonna find the video first. Where is the video, Shanny? What is that mess you made?
She's always dying.
I gotta admit, I found this video to be kind of funny. I gotta admit, this video was absolutely hilarious. So if you ain't got your popcorn, your soda, or whatever it is that you drink on a Friday night or whatever, y'all need to check out this ridiculous mess that she said to me recently. This was absolutely funny. I want everybody to take a look at this. I'm gonna mute and then you guys can listen to this mess.
Who did they were supposed to watch that? I know that's an intense movie. I've seen it.
Yeah. But that's not what this video is about. This video is a contract video toward Gman and Dragna to just basically say, I just don't give a fuck about you two. Oh. You guys are exactly the same person. And actually,
you know what? I didn't watch the beginning of this, so That's fine. I can watch his response to her, and then maybe I'll just call it after that. It's been a long 24 hours.
And
well, I appreciate y'all being here. Please like. And so if you're not, that'd be cool.
Together. You're soon be fighting each other, and both of you be clashing like morons. It doesn't really matter to me anymore. I know Drag's using you, and you, Gman, are using Drag. It's obvious. It's an obvious PR fucking bullshit, and I'm not gonna buy into this shit. Reveal whatever you want.
Reveal.
I don't care. Because I'm going through what I'm going through right now. I don't need additional fucking stupid shit. You know, and it is stupid shit. It's like things children do. You know, it's like, oh, I don't like you. I'm going to tattle at mommy. Mom, look what they did. They did this. So be a tattletale. Be a fucking thing, okay? But you know what, G-Man? In street terms, motherfucker, let's be real here. In fucking street terms, you're nothing but a punk ass, pussy ass, narc ass, motherfucker. And if you did that to someone in the street, you damn well know what the consequence would be. So that's the streetwise. Now, Godwise.
What?
Godwise, G-Man. The Lord has been speaking to me. Okay, I've been on a forced fasting, so the Lord has been speaking a lot to me, and not only do you have thousands of legions of angels on your ass, which is why you're falling down.
Oh,
keep
stop.
getting hurt. Things aren't working out as well as you think they are. God told me he's going to destroy you hair by hair. So have fun with that. Like, I tried to tell you to be nice. You're not going to be nice. Okay? Just think of it like a father, okay? A father's term, okay?
I've been thinking maybe in the next few days do some sort of a member stream. I got a good amount of members now, so you know what? Nice private member stream could be fun.
Okay, I'm a girl. Okay, yeah. I'm my father's daughter.
I don't know,
right?
The word is still out. You know, I was watching. You know, I had to watch the OnlyFans that set that up to do that stream this week as well, and I don't know. I thought I saw a ball sack, which is fine.
So I'm my father's daughter, and right now you're doing everything in your power to try to attack your father's daughter. Now, what do you think your dad would do to you if you attacked your sister?
He beat you. Like
Just think. Just think for 1 second. You're telling me to submit. Why don't you submit to the Lord and love your neighbor and love your enemies? Simple as that. I don't need to say anything more. So because of your basically sin of Sodom, that's what you did. You know, you God gave you care of 2 angels to take care of. Now, I'm just wondering, G-Man, what do you think would have happened to Lot if Lot refused to take care of those 2 angels?
Oh my God! Here, what are you guys saying?
You know, we know what happened to Lot's wife. She turned into a pillar of salt, G.
Yeah, after she was warned several times, moron. You didn't say that. You know, and Shanny, I want you to explain to me what the hell a pillar of salt is. You know, I bet you don't even know.
Man. For just turning back. Imagine if Lot refused. That's what you did. So enjoy your Sodom and Gomorrah, motherfucker. And Drag, you're not going to get as punished. as G-Man. I think the Lord actually is bringing you into the flock right now. Your heart's kind of changing. You're seeing people who are really sick and you want to help them. I'm one of those sick people that's been in one of the places you work at. So, I mean, I have. So, with that being said,
You gonna say something? Oh my god. Is he muted?
Sorry about that. I didn't know I was muted.
Just been doing
I
this for
gotta
10
admit
years,
that
folks.
I thought that one was kind of funny. That one was kind of funny, especially when she went totally ghetto and said that if I pulled that stuff out on the street, Jenny, you know, you were so busy getting into your, you know, your Sandra Bullock mode,
Whatever
getting
that
into
means.
your mode where you was attempting to be this powerful actress or whatever, that you forgot to talk about what I did. What exactly did I do? That's number one. Number two, actually, I can't even respond to that because I don't know what I did. You know what I mean? About what if I did that on the streets. What if I did what on the street, Shanny? Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to respond to you again after you answer that question. But if you're talking about me holding two lazy people accountable and telling both of you that you need to get a job.
Damn, I just noticed that I got my 53 members now. So I definitely want to do some sort of members thing, you know? This way it's private, it's just for the members. Show my member appreciation. And I hope I get some of you to stay after your 30 days is done. Again, Crash is MVP here. Crash is awesome. He really motivates me and Renee to make these videos, and I don't know where I'd be without him. I probably would have ended this, you know, gave up a long time ago. So if you guys like my content and everything, you can always thank me, but you know, also thank that man, Crash Kubrick, because seriously, without him, I probably would have just not had the drive to do it.
No, actually, I would be respected on the street.
Crash is sexy.
People are like, good job. Good job. That's what they would be like. So I don't know exactly what you're talking about with that, but I found it interesting though that after you got finished cussing and acting and behaving the way you was behaving, that you went from that and went into like mode, and then you wanted to preach to me about you know, God and his angels coming after me and how they're gonna make me trip and all this other goofy stuff that you mentioned in there or whatever, right? And how drag's gonna be spared, right? Let me say a couple of things to you, Shanny. And mind you, you used a couple of colorful metaphors before you went through all of that and whatnot, right? So if the Holy Spirit was really speaking to you, Shanny, God would tell you to take your lazy behind downtown, okay? Yeah. And I mean this, Shanny, okay? God would tell you to tell Rev to start the car. You would find a way to get up. You would find a way to get up.
Oh, what? Oh, because she's fat. That's what you mean?
You find a way to get up, walk your lazy behind to that car, open the door. No. Rev has to open the door for you, okay? And then you're gonna sit in the car.
It's gonna be
then you're gonna drive downtown. It's gonna, what is it? Actually, I can't reveal the amount of miles, but you would take your butt downtown and you would fill out that application to get assistance.
100%.
Then after you did that, I'm sure the Lord would have told you this. Okay, he would have told you to get a paper route. He would have told you to get a JOB. He would have told you to get a job. That's what he would have told you to do. He would have told you to get a job. He wouldn't have told you that thousands of angels are coming after me. My hair was going to fall out. And by the way, I got a nice little haircut today. I guess the judgment happened to me or whatever, Shanny. Because you know I got me a really nice haircut today. But where are you getting this stuff from? You ain't getting it from the scripture. And what God are you talking about? Because you ain't talking about Jesus. I don't know what you're talking about. And then I saw Sodom and Gomorrah one. I got to admit, that one was kind of funny too. You know, because the scenario with Lot helping those two angels and Lot's wife turning into a pillar of salt was a totally different scenario than yours. My Bible tells me that some people are so lazy, they won't even pick up a fork to put food on it and put it in their mouth. The Bible has nothing nice to say about lazy people. You have no excuse, Shannon. There are jobs you can do where you can just sit on your butt all day and you can make money. Did you know that you can answer calls for people? You could be a secretary. You can answer calls, you can make appointments, and then you can let your employer know that they have to do all these things the next day. There are a lot of things you can do at home, Shanny, that does not require you to get up and do anything, but you're not going to go do it. You want to know why? You're too good to get a job, right? Rev is too good to get a job. Rev talks about his mental capacity and everything and whatnot. Now, granted, I'm not a doctor. Maybe that's true. I don't know. But all I got to say is this: if y'all are going to stay together, somebody needs to get up and go get a job. Somebody's got to put their foot down and say, we're going to take care of our responsibilities.
Nope.
That's what somebody's got to do. And now you called me a punk, Shanny. Notice, internet, you're doing this. Do you know how many times you called me a punk in person? 0. Do you know how many times you said any of this tough stuff in person? 0. 0. You know how many times Rev said
she's
this to
a
me?
win.
No. Let me correct myself. Rev actually got a little aggressive with me, especially the time when I was ready to throw them out the first time. But Andy, you never said none of this stuff to my face. Never. Always on the internet, right? Always on the internet. The bottom line is, Shanny, you and I are in the position that we're in right now is because you are very ungrateful. You refuse to use the time of grace that you had to actually go out there and to try to better yourself. Then it's just that simple. And I'm getting sick and tired of you complaining about not having this, not having this, not having this, when you won't even lift a finger up to go try to get it. Do you guys realize that she still has that PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
Are you guys fully aware of that? And then she said she was on a forced fast. Didn't somebody donate $500 to these guys? Somebody donated $500? I think I heard Drag.
Yeah, and they called it and they dialed it back.
Donating $500 to these guys. Or a large amount of money to them. Rev made a video saying that somebody blessed them with a big offering or whatever, right? Right? So how are you on a forced fast? I would like the answer to these things, Shanny. It's not my fault you're in the position that you're in. What you need to do, and this is when your life is going to change, you need to look at all of that money that you had. I'm sorry. All of the money that Rev had, and you had, because I guess he's going to say that the money was both of yours or whatever, right? Whatever. And then think about what you did with it. Not what I did with it, because that little bit of money that you guys gave me was pocket change compared to what this man's net worth was. Pocket change. It was toilet paper in comparison. You were doing hauls. You were buying a bunch of stuff you didn't need. I've heard Rev. As a matter of fact, I believe there's a video on. As a matter of fact, let's watch that video because I keep talking about it, but I want to show people what I'm talking about. I think it's on XX Archive. Let me go find that video. I want everybody to see this one where Shanny actually admits that they bought a whole bunch of stuff that they didn't need. I want you guys to take a look at this here real quick.
Well, of course they did,
I think it's the video where Shanny rages at Rev. Let me let everybody take a look at this video. And if that's not the one, we're going to find the other one where they was like, let me call, we need to call Gman. I need Gman. I need Gman. They're going to evict us. I need Gman. You know, what you needed with your so-called husband or your boyfriend. That's what you needed. But anyway, let's screen share this here real quick and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, let me make sure I know what the video is. Okay, here we go. And then I'll let everybody know.
It's so weird that this happens. Like, you can't, like, make it bigger. If I... That one. Yeah.
Talking crap about me because you know what, Jason, how about you stop talking crap about me because all I've been doing was trying to take care of you. Do you even see that I try to take care of you? Or are you just so toxic and so fucking selfish and so narcissistic that you're talking shit literally about someone who's done everything she could to help you with this? Don't fucking talk shit about me like that and say I need to fucking die. Why should I fucking die when I'm trying to fucking help you? And I have been this entire thing. All day I've been trying to fucking help you, and you've been doing nothing but treating me like fucking shit, dude. Just lie there and be in pain for all I fucking care. You deserve it at this fucking point. Telling people they need to fucking die because you're in pain. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Lie there. In pain. I don't care. You're telling people they need to fucking die, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you? People need to die because you're in pain? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, Patty, I donated to him when he was going through his Cash App when he went on and Renee as well when he went to Vegas. You know, I spoke to him about 2 weeks ago, and he last message I have from him, it's like, I want to talk to you, I miss you, and you know, give me a few days. And that was like the last thing I ever heard from him. But anyway, he said that he wanted to go to LA to a Dodger game. That was another thing on his bucket list. And, you know, that didn't work out, and that fell through. And, you know, another money's, you know, it's a lot of money, and I don't know, maybe if he don't want to travel like there. But I am glad he got to go to Vegas, and that's why I want to give him money towards there. Be like, hey, maybe he'll bet on something. Who knows? You know, just give the guy some fun.
I'm in pain all the fucking time. I'm not telling people to die.
Yes, you are. Liar. Always effing lying. Man.
Okay, I know you guys couldn't hear me. So, and then Shani gets on here. And she wants to act like, you know, she's not like this violent, rageful person, everything and whatnot. The video that I'm talking about, somebody said that I should play the video about how Shani was behaving when Rev was in jail. Because Rev, I tell you one thing you're not gonna do, dude. You're not gonna go watch those videos and see what Shani was saying about you when you was in jail, when I had made the deal with her, and how her whole world changed. Magically speaking, her legs was all strong. She was able to walk through the house. She was able to do all these different things. It's all on camera for everybody to see.
Right?
You're the only person around here believing that that this woman had your best at heart. She wanted you to stay where you were. The only reason you got out that woman didn't go to court. That's the only reason you got out. That's the only reason you got out, dude. But anyway, I want to find that video where she's crying for Gman, because I've never talked about that one in public. Hold on.
Yeah, who uses a sport, especially when you're not like pushing down the thing?
Just give me a second here. I gotta find it.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Patty? When I talked to him, I knew. I started to tear a little bit because I could hear it in his voice. He was still smoking cigarettes. Like, why are you doing that? And he's like, it's my life. And I'm like, okay. And he had some hospice things around him and stuff. And, you know, he gave me the impression that this was it. This was just make you comfortable time. I mean, he wasn't going to sweat the small stuff. And, you know, I didn't blame him. I'm like, I don't even want to anymore either. But he knew, like, you know, I think most people, when they get to that point, they know. And, you know, I'm glad I got to talk to him. You know, it really made a difference. You know, no matter what, he never treated me any different. And I'm happy about that. We would talk, and he liked me. He liked what I was doing. He thought I was going to get real big someday. He thought I was funny. You know? I always liked making that old lobster laugh.
G-Man is murdering her. Oh, man.
Oh, really? Who else is live? I even keep track.
Oh, actually, you know what? Instead of doing that, I'm just gonna do this.
I usually go live on Wednesdays, but I was gonna do something different, but YouTube's like, no, you can only do this stuff. And I'm like, all right, whatever. You guys knew I was going in. So I just hastily put this together. That's why normally you see a thumbnail, but I'm like, whatever. Who needs a thumbnail? There's a lot of people that don't use thumbnails, but I mean, I like using them. That much extra effort. But I was like, whatever. I just wanted to throw this up on here. You guys see what I'm doing. But yeah, I didn't even know anyone else was live. I just, decided to go live when I usually do and just talk about what I want to talk about, on my channel. People, they can talk about what they want on their own channel. It's their channel. It's up to you if you want to listen to it or not. But just remember, folks, life is short.
I'm going to make a video tomorrow. And Shanny keeps talking about everybody hates her because of me. Shanny, listen, nobody put a gun in your head when you came on YouTube and you decided to call me the N-word. And as a matter of fact, you didn't do it once. You didn't do it twice. You didn't do it 3 times. You did it several times, Shanny, when you called me the N-word. You destroyed your own YouTube career. When you decided to get on here thinking it was okay to call somebody the N-word, when you got on YouTube and you thought that it was okay to do background searches on people and trying to destroy people, okay, in case you forgot about that, you thought it was okay for you and Rev to get on here and scream at those children the way you guys were doing it. I didn't make you guys do that. You guys thought it was okay to do all of the things that they're talking about you guys with. I've told you guys on multiple occasions to keep your mouth shut about your personal life, and you keep getting on here. As a matter of fact, that video where you guys watch her rage, what is she doing? She didn't put the microphone on mute. She sat there and said all of that on purpose, knowing full well that everybody on YouTube was going to be able to see what she was doing. Shanny, I don't think you understand how many of these videos exist on YouTube. Okay? The only people that you're convincing that you're correct in this matter, are the people who are not aware of our history. Now I'm going to take a break from Shanny for a little bit, then I'm going to come back to her in a moment. There's another person that I want to talk about here, because and I'm sorry, but I have to go back into Gman, not Gman versus the atheist, but another person on here who claims to be a friend who has been nothing but a stalker, and I'm putting the link out there right now for you, dude. And that's you, GP. Okay? Now, mind you, I'm minding my business. Somebody sends me something over Skype. I don't know who this person is. Where is it? I don't know who this person is.
I wish Gman would talk to me.
They're telling me that GP is, I'll actually read it word for word.
And the only reason, not to take away him, the video that Drag and him did, was great. Everyone got what they want, but I want to talk to G-Man just to see a different perspective, one from a religious person, and see like how that would happen, and not one that's like a crazy religious person.
Word. I think this is a troll, by the way, but anyway, I checked it out anyway. They said that G-Man, did you hear all the tea GP spilled with Lubis the other day?
Spilling tea.
GP, now mind you, I watched some of the video. He accused me of being a liar early on when he was talking or whatever, at least in the video that I was watching. And I contacted GP via Skype. And I said to GP, and I'm going to read it word for word. I'm not going to read his responses and everything. I'm going to tell you what he said, though.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I said to him. Where is it? Hold on. Come on. Where is it? Okay, here it goes. It goes, was you talking smack on me? Because I called him first. You know what I mean? And apparently he's at the movies right now, so I don't know if he's going to be able to come in here. But this dude is constantly poking at me over on Lubis' channel. And before he was on Lubis' channel, he had his own Gentleman Pioneer channel. And then he had he had Love and Happiness and the other lady on this YouTube channel. And he's just been poking at me and talking about me and poking about me and constantly.
Well, that's the problem, Patty. Life unfortunately it can be over in an instant. And we have to kind of use the time we have now. We have to put away petty squabbles. You know, people talk about doing sort of gay ops on people. We got to put that away. I'll look at this stuff, I'll report on it, give my 2 cents, and make some jokes, but I am not into any drama. I am not into any Discord drama. I'm not into any drama with people, with fake information. Oh, this one gets me. If somebody, and this is for everybody, this goes for everybody. If somebody doesn't like you and they give you something, please fact check it. That's all I ask. I can't even say 9 out of 10. I'll say 10 out of 10. That stuff is doctored. These days, anything can be doctored. So please, you know, don't go off half-cocked on somebody. It's a child thing. It really is. It's a stolen. It's a definitely a child thing to just go off with someone without any proof. And just please do that, because I'm not about it. I'm just gonna make videos, keep my head down, and have fun like I've been doing. If people want to watch, I appreciate it. I really do. But that's kind of where I'm at. You know, this is really, everything's really opened my eyes the past 24 hours, and you know, life is short, man. And you know, I think if you dwell into something like this and make ops and bother people and gotcha moments, I think that's eating at your soul, you know, like a cancer inside that you have to get cut out.
Constantly writing me all the time. His excuse is that I keep bringing him up, and I don't. Okay, GP, this is how short your segment's going to be on this dude. You're a stalker. Leave me alone, or you're going to get what Shanny's getting right now. I'm not joking around with you, dude. All right? Period. Let's get back to Shanny for Christ. Shanny for a moment here. Shanny for Christ. Shanny needs love. Shanny avocado. Shanny the prophet, and all this other stuff.
No, Rev was avocados.
Okay? Shanny, let me tell you the number one thing that destroyed your YouTube career. Okay? Let me tell you the number where your YouTube career started to go down the toilet. Okay?
Okay.
When Chris did what he did with you and cheated with your best friend, right? When Chris did that and you started getting on here talking about your entire life. Because prior to that, I barely knew anything about you except for what we talked about on YouTube. Okay? After that happened, and you started coming on here pouring out your entire life to everybody on the internet, and then you was going publicly after Rev, making sure everybody within the vicinity of the world knew about how you was going to go about doing it. And then when you finally got some money in your pocket, how you was walking around here thinking you were better than everybody. That's when your career started going down the toilet. It officially went to the toilet when you started using racial slurs on here. When you started dealing with your kids on camera, which I always said was stupid. That's when your YouTube career went down. That's when you got in trouble. That's why everybody don't like you.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me.
It's only because you're not holding her secrets back.
So stop trying to change the narrative. It has nothing to do with you not wanting to fight. This has everything to do with you being ungrateful. All of this could have ended. If you wanted to be genuine and be sincere with this, you could have contacted me on Skype. That ain't never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. You want to know why? Because you know what you're doing. You're just trying to get views for your Twitch. But I can assure you of this. Anybody that's sitting around here waiting for me to change my mind, don't hold your breath or you're going to suffocate. Because that ain't going to happen. And then Rev, like a good little soldier, for Shanny, not for Jesus Christ. How many times have you guys heard this man get on YouTube and say that she's my everything, she's my whole world, she's my life? And then Shanny says that he's her world, and that he no. God is teaching both of you something right now, and God is teaching you that your life is supposed to be Jesus. Your life is not supposed to be Rev and Shanny. Because quite frankly, Rev's got nothing to offer you, Shanny, and Shanny has nothing to offer you, Rev.
Facts. Let's see.
As a matter of fact, Rev, you actually have more to offer her because you
have money. A little
can drive and
And
run
down.
errands. Like
and
a
you're
good little
600 pounds.
good little pet. Good boy. So is GP in the live chat? Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask me? I'm going to put the link out there. I'm going to allow people to come in here and ask questions. I'm not going to answer all of them because I'm going to try to save some of this for when I go on Drag's channel. Probably shouldn't do this here. Whatever. People want the mattress picks. I'm trying to find them. I'm actually going to post that. I'm waiting till I get I might do it on the other channel because it might take too long to get the what I'll do is I'll make it a thumbnail and I'll let everybody see it, but I gotta find it first because there's a lot of pictures in here. Some of this stuff I don't know if I want to show all of this, but like I said, I'll show you the mattress, I'll show you the room, I'll show you everything by the time Sunday gets here when we deal with the with Drag. As a matter of fact, when I go back over to the house, I'm gonna show you guys something. See, Shanny coming on here doing all of this, but I warned her like I'm warning GP. I warned Shanny over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? I don't take double crosses very well at all.
Yeah,
I don't handle those very well at all. And I ain't the one. The name of my other channel is Gman. This is not my main channel. This is the channel I deal with atheism, and things like that. I have a channel. I'll show everybody here for those of you who don't know.
Yay.
Give me a second here. And I'll show everybody. I'm surprised you guys didn't see it because I didn't sign into the other account. And you'll see what I'm talking about. This is my main channel. I'll show you here. Hold on. My main channel is better than this one. But although one could argue that's not true no more. Here we go right here. This is my main channel right here. I do something over here called the G Podcast where I deal with the Hebrew Israelites. These are some of the videos that I made on my YouTube channel.
Yay.
Okay, regarding the Hebrew Israelites, which I mainly deal with on here. I have atheist videos on here too. You know what I mean? I have
Yeah, but he doesn't really have that many viewers on. Maybe more than this channel.
a lot of those on here.
I thought this channel was shut down
regarding atheism, and I have quite a bit. I have quite a bit on this YouTube channel. That's my other channel. That's the main channel. This is not my main channel. So I got somebody. So anyway, there are certain questions I'm not going to answer. Y'all got to understand something here. Prior to me going into Shanny, I had a little goal for this YouTube channel of things I wanted to do, and I have to put that on hold for right now. So let me bring David Anthony's here. So let me bring him in here. David Anthony. Hello. You got any questions?
Let me put my headphones on so I don't get an echo.
I don't know who this other person is. BTC. I got to be careful because I've been porn bombed.
You got my other channel blocked.
Let me put banners up. Shanny and Rev, if you want to come in here, Shanny and Rev.
Yeah, right.
Just actually out there. You can get in here.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, give me a second here.
I'm sitting here listening, eating a little dinner.
All right. You have any questions?
Yeah. Do you still think we were trying to starve out her and her kids?
What?
Yo,
remember when you were saying
1408? If you didn't know, I'm sorry. I think that was the other one with John Cusack. Uncle Lloyd Kaufman did a cameo in it.
That we wasn't
Fortunately,
donating.
it was the one that was
we weren't
Stephen
donating.
King.
We were starving our kids.
Well, considering the circumstances,
Oh, good night, Trash
I did
Panda.
believe that you guys wasn't trying to help them. I believe that you guys were trying to
Have a
destroy
good
them.
one.
You're right. I mean, we wasn't trying to help them because we knew that they were spending money on other things. Besides,
Well,
what
I
they
understand
claimed.
that now. Maybe with a slightly different point of view, but I believe that although I can't say so much Rev, because Rev's a little different than Shanny. Even though Rev's turning into a jerk because he's under orders right now to be a jerk.
Yeah, from Shanny.
I think Shanny was more of a user than Rev was. Rev was using, but Rev wasn't doing it without having a plan or whatever. Because you would hear him talk about what he wants to do in the future. All Shanny wants to do is lay down and just die. That's what she wants to do. And she thought I was just going to keep giving her money until that event happened. She's crazy.
She wanted you to take care of her forever.
No, that wasn't happening. And she should have known better than that.
And did you say that they were trying to sabotage your plans for the house?
Yes.
So that you would just walk away?
Yep. That's what I believe. Yes. That's what see, here's the thing. Rev has a habit of saying things without thinking about it first.
Probably just go watch a little more.
And he said, I think on the day that they was either gone or the day that they was about to leave, he said, quote, and to think me and Shanny thought you was gonna get frustrated and give us back the house. That's what he said to me, and that never left my head when he said that.
Well,
so I was questioning. Yeah. I've been questioning from that day on why they gave it to begin with. Rev is telling me that God told him to give it to me, right? That might be true, but because of their situation,
I doubt that very much.
Well, just let me finish. That might be true, but considering their circumstance, they probably thought if they went there and they dogged the place and they never got up and went anywhere, that they thought I wasn't going to be able to handle all the responsibility. And I actually did say it to them. I did say, this place ain't worth it. I'm thinking about giving it back to them. I think I said that to them about 6 or 8 months ago. I said that to them. I said to them, I said it to them very early. I was like, I haven't made no money on this. I keep spending money on repairs and doing all of this, and I haven't seen a dime for this place. And I was like, I'm just thinking about giving it back to y'all because it just ain't worth it. Then I thought about it and I decided to keep it. Because I was getting really frustrated in the beginning.
According to what I've heard.
But, I mean, what the hell? I don't know why you just didn't... That's a great picture, David. I don't know why... I don't know why you just didn't, why you just entertaining with that. Like, no, I'm not going to give it back to you.
Heard you say so far, like the last couple of days, you are a lot more tolerable than a lot of us would have been, especially with the smell and the upkeep.
Yeah, the smell. I think it's so funny that the way he's sitting underneath his picture, it says "hold accountable" and it's him. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just a Freudian slip or something.
The cleanliness and all that.
You don't know the half of it.
Yeah, well, we can.
Like I said, that's the house. From Colorado. Outside the house, it was the garbage that they never took out.
Ew. Now there was a picture she accidentally put on YouTube or Twitch or something, whatever it was, but it got onto YouTube, where she accidentally had the camera turned around, and you could see bags of trash in the living room. I mean, bags, like at least 6.
She would always tell me that she didn't know what was going on downstairs because she never went downstairs. And then when I got there and I told her that there was a whole bunch of garbage bags in the kitchen, Rev knew about it, the kids knew about it. But she would claim that she didn't know about it. And I don't believe her. I believe that she did know about it, but they didn't care.
What were you saying about the cat pee and the male cat? What were you saying about cat pee and the male cat?
Oh, yeah, the male cat kept peeing on the table.
That means he's going feral. He's starting to go feral.
He's learned from his from his people that are taking care of him. Like, oh, you just pee on the floor. Okay, I could do that. Yeah.
Peeing on the
cats
table.
do that to mark territory. I know.
Yes,
I'm into cats, and they do that. Male cats will mark their territory if they're sense that they're in an environment where they're likely on their own or they can't depend on human people helping them.
From what I can see, they was feeding the cats. They had cat food in the room. Yeah, cat food that they was giving.
Well, they also need a clean litter box.
Oh, you're going to bed? Okay.
Yeah, they got to change the litter box, and they didn't do that unless I got on their case.
And there's like,
after I really got on their case, and they saw that I was serious about throwing them out. That's when the kids started to change the litter, and Rev started changing the litter.
G-Man,
that's why I wasn't playing around.
I did a short when I was on my break at work, because I just watched one of Shanny's little videos where she said you were doing the bare minimum, and that freaking floored me, man. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I can't even believe she would say that. Like, the bare minimum is 0. I mean, when it comes to charity, the bare minimum is nothing.
Yeah, she's not in a position to be talking about somebody doing the bare minimum. I've spoiled them rotting over there so many times, it's not even funny. You know what I mean? I went food shopping.
Jobs. Oh my God, there's so many jobs.
They kept blaming the kids on how fast they went through the food. I would love to hear her talk about that live and in person. About how fast they went through that food when a lot of food was being thrown away, being half eaten because they didn't like it.
They threw food out?
Yes, they did. There was a lot of half-eaten food. And I used to I used to look in a garbage bag and I was like, what is this? You know what I mean? I said, you guys claiming you ain't got no food, but look at all this food. Oh, it wasn't no good. We didn't like the way it tasted.
Oh, that should have been like the red flag right there. You should just.
Well, I started like holding back a little bit with the food, and I wasn't doing it as often, and I wasn't going there as often.
That derailed my next thought. Anyway,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can tell us some stuff that we probably not even imagining.
I know one thing. I have no idea what it's like to live. I had no idea what it was like to be around another YouTuber as long as I've been around those two. But Shanny is addicted to social media. Rev would tell her all the time that he didn't care about what was going on social media. But every time something teeny weeny bit happened, they talked about it. I would go over there and they'll be watching Foodie Beauty on the big screen. They'll be watching.
You know, I really wish. I really do. I'm trying to get these videos of Rev on his Blog Talk TV. I might, because I know a lot of people that was running stuff like that. There was a couple before, like, kind of YouTube took over, and then kind of the podcast way took over. But I want to see a center of drama, or is Shanny the reason why the drama came? So I'm really wondering how this all came about. I mean, I can only guess, but I think Shane took an opportunity and took it.
Watching Truthfully Trisha on the big screen. They would be talking about this all on the big screen and whatnot. Like I was like, wow, that's how I act. But I don't look at everybody on the big screen. I have my time when I'm on social media, and I got my time when I don't care about this no more.
I do have to thank Shady and Rev for one thing, though. Because of them, I found out about DoorDash. It's the easiest damn money I ever made.
I mean, never mind. I guess I really can't say, yeah, right. I mean, people do change, you know. Dealing with this for a long time eats away at you for people who don't do this. And it's something that, like, you can get sucked into being one of those nasty, narcissistic, piece of crap YouTubers out there that feel that, like, their crap don't stink. And, you know, I see the trajectory of how these things happen when there's like 1,000 people in your damn head and you can't even make a decision for yourself. You know, it becomes a toxic environment, you know, but you got to be a brave person to be like, I'm not having this. I'm not dealing with this. I don't deal with this, you know. So I can understand maybe he doesn't want nothing to do with it. Who knows? You know, I'm just trying to think of anything where that can make sense.
It is. It's easy. There's nothing to it. It's like a video game.
Right.
Hey, Gman.
Hello, Katie.
Can you hear me? Hi.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, David. I came up here because there's a piece of the story that, and I apologize to the chat if you guys have heard it a million times. I haven't yet, and I just wanted to come up and ask. So, what happened the day you?
I'm sorry, Katie. Hey, Katie, I'm sorry here. I'm sorry for 1 second. Well. Long time no see.
Katie, haven't seen you in a long time.
Sir?
Yeah, that's good. Usually, They always say community tab after 500 subs, I think it is, but it's never on the exact day. They gotta take a few days. And to me, I don't know. I think everybody should have a community tab. I don't know why it has to be 500, but you know, back in the day it was 1,000. So I'm glad they broke it down to at least 500. If I was me, I am me. If I was Susan Wojcicki, and I own YouTube, I would just make it 200, 250. But like, hey, you know enough people by then.
I'm doing great. A bit older, you can see the white in the beard is starting to show up.
Yeah,
I'm jealous. How is it you're older than me and you look younger? It's not fair.
I shaved, and I got a haircut.
That'll do it.
Yeah. So let Katie go finish what she was saying. Go ahead, Katie.
Okay, so
But I remember getting that tab felt like it took forever. Crawling.
What happened the day that you went and told them to get out of the house? And like what led up to that? I mean, I know the straw that broke the camel's back was
Shane's fat.
Just the stench, and I mean it was gonna happen at some point. But when you went in there, can you tell us the events of like how you approached them? Was that when you guys initially started to fall out? Were they understanding? Were they
the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time? Like, which time are you talking about?
Well, when they actually left the house, this last time they actually...
Well, come on, dude. If this was this many times, then you should have realized there was something wrong with them. Like, yo, there's something wrong, and they're never going to be able to change, you know? To me, it should be baseball rules, bro, when you're dealing with those people, especially... You know, 3 strikes, you are out. I try to give everybody baseball rules. I feel like, you know, because everyone needs a second chance. That's why there's erasers on pencils. Like the stream, folks.
Moved out of your home and are where they're at now.
Well, that was both on negative circumstances and positive. The negative part was that I told them to keep the place clean. I talked about how I was going to sell the place, and if they kept the place, clean, then I would give them a certain percentage of it and whatnot, right?
Right.
But I went over there, and like I said, I had the place practically sold, and I went over there, and that place smelled like I'm talking about from because there's like the kitchen. I'm sorry, the first floor, there's the second floor, and then there's the attic. The entire house smelled like fungus feet, and it smelled like cat pee and garbage and everything and whatnot. So from the time that I walked in there, I was mad. I was steaming angry. I was steaming angry because I told them to keep the place clean because I was gonna have people walk through there and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell fungus feet. I don't know, man. It's Shane's special herbs and spices, but cat pee, I can believe that.
Now on that particular day, I don't think they knew that somebody was going to come through there, but that was the point. They were supposed to keep it clean. So I went in there and I woke everybody up. I woke up Shanny, I woke up Reb, I woke those kids up. I said, everybody get up and get this house clean right now. Because if they didn't, they was going to be finding somewhere else to go or whatever. So they got up and they did all of that stuff. But this stuff would happen like over time. Yeah. Not only with the house being was smelling, but they started putting holes in the wall. Like Reb would get mad at Shanny or whatever. They would have fights or whatever. There'd be a hole in the wall. The doorknob would be broke. The door would have a big hole in the door. I just bought a brand new door for there or whatever to one of the rooms. And it was damaging the place. And then they wasn't keeping their quarters clean. Because I said, okay, if you keep the rest of the place clean, your room where you sleeping has got...
Hey, Shane for Life. Yo, Shane for Life, seriously. When you got time, send me an email. Maybe just one day, I don't know, you could send me a clip or I could put in my clip. We should do something. I think both of us do some pretty good impressions, and I think it could be fun. But yeah, that is awesome, David, that you got it. Couldn't have happened to a better person. I can't wait to see your first community tab post.
Gotta be clean. They wouldn't even do that. So I couldn't bring nobody in there.
Right.
So what happened was I was like, I gotta go. Because what happened was, I think I talked about this on YouTube, but I didn't go into detail. I was just like, I wish I could talk about something, but I couldn't. Because people was accusing me of being her slave, and I don't like that. All right. That's not. So I went over there. Like that, I went over there, and that was the day I think the house was worse than normal, and then it was cat dookie all over the floor on the second floor, and it was cat pee, and it just really stunk up. And then when you went,
ew, he said dookie all over the floor. Well, yeah, there was no shit ninjas there, okay? So there's no excuse.
It didn't
caught him.
Shower or anything that particular day. So I was really angry when I went in there. I believe it was late in the evening when this happened, because I think one of my neighbors was complaining about how loud I was talking, because I was mad. I was the one being loud this time. I was yelling at everything and whatnot. And I had to go into the wait a minute, was the boys there? No, the boy wasn't even there though. that day. I don't think they were there. I think they were taken at the time. Yeah, so I went in one of the rooms. I started putting everything in bags. And then I would mock them and say, "You see how fast it took me to do this? It don't take no time to put stuff in the bag." And then I was like, I told Rev, you need to go and clean up the litter box or whatever. And I was cleaning up things and I was picking up stuff in the hallway. And I said, when I come back here tomorrow, this, better, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And Rev was just getting smart with me. He went in the room, closed the door. I said, "I can't believe this even coming out of your mouth. I'm sorry, Gman. We can't keep the place clean to your standard," or whatever he said.
Like a kid.
And that's when I said to them, "Y'all gotta go." That's when it officially happened. That's when I said, "Y'all gotta go." And I came up with the idea for them to go to a hotel.
Now, did Shanny throw a fit? Like, how did that? Like, did they just leave, or did they pack up? Did you give them time, or did they just get in an Uber, or did you drive them wherever?
Oh, and one more thing. And Shanny, this is for you. Shanny, by the way, Shanny, this is for you for that little ghetto mess that you pulled on me in this previous video. The more you talk, the more I'm going to reveal you, moron. So anyway, as I told you, Rev is her caretaker. This is something else that you don't know. Bathtubs cannot be stocked up because if they do, the water will not go down. When I went in that bathroom, the tub was filled with nothing but, I don't know if you ever seen somebody's body be really dirty and you see the dirt all over the tub. Well,
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay, so he just said the more you do, the more he's going to give up. So that means Gman knows more, and I hope it's not more about the kids being hurt or abused.
Oh my God.
So the water wouldn't go down, and I was telling Rev, "You need to come here and clean this." He was like, "I can't do it. I ain't got this and I ain't got that." And I went in and I was plunging the tub, and it was just disgusting, and I made him clean it. And like I said, that was the same,
that's their filth. They should clean it.
Just let me finish. That was the same night I told them that.
Let me
they're going to a
finish.
hotel.
Let me
As a matter of
finish,
fact,
woman.
they stayed there a little bit longer than that. They stayed there maybe 4 days longer than they were supposed to because I was going to get them out of there that weekend. But they ended up buying 4 more days.
So you have them, you send them to a hotel or a motel?
Hotel.
Hotel.
I can't be specific about that because I'm not.
No, it's fine. I don't need to.
They can deal in my case.
I'm curious though, the people who do you know the people who run this hotel and do you hate them? Since you sent.
I'll tell you a story though. They jerked me out.
You told me a story before. You said a story the other night that
they gave me a discount.
They smelled so bad that even the neighbors in their own home could smell them. And you said
Well,
the hotel, so clearly
you
hate these hotel proprietors.
Oh, yeah.
The hotel, the hotel, motel, whatever that you want to call that place, is different because they got a person that goes in there and clean up after them. So when I went there and seen them last, the room was better than they ever kept the house. That's for sure.
Right, but unless they've got like a fire hose on Shanny, I don't think they can really do much with that smell as far as the bed.
I hope those cleaners are going in there with like hazmat suits on and shit to clean up the place.
I did the bare minimum. Let me tell you how far I went.
You know, and that's the problem that I have with Shanny. That I get it. If you are literally living in your car like Letitia, or if you're living anywhere where you're not in a house, you're literally homeless. Yeah, you can't wash. You got to go to places like hand wash, whatever. But she's not even doing that. She has a perfectly good shower and everything, and she just doesn't utilize it. And like I said, if she wants to say because of E. coli, but she can't use that excuse because even when she had a really nice place in Colorado, she still wasn't showering.
For them. All right, and Dave, you might throw up when you hear this, but I bought Shanny a pair of booty shorts. Okay, I bought Rev and Shanny shirts. I bought Rev some pants.
Ew.
I bought the kids' clothes. You know what I mean? The bare minimum of my foot. I was the husband as far as I was concerned because I was taking care of all these kids that was in there.
You said you bought Shanny booty shorts?
Yeah, she asked for a booty short and I bought her some.
I'm sorry, I'm just saying because I understand her size is on the high end.
Well, her size come out to about, if you stretch them, the ones I got, they stretched up to right here. So
Did you?
Wow, dude, booty shorts. Oh my god. It's still a curtain.
Make things yourself using like a curtain, or how does that work exactly?
I don't know.
You have to go square footage really, like, because I don't think the XXs go up as high as you.
Right?
I bought her a 4. I think I bought her like a 3 or 4X. I think.
Lord.
For sure.
Well, I'm gonna jump down. The last thing I wanted to tell you was
7.
I really commend you for how you've handled this situation. You've done excellent with releasing little drops of tea along the way and keeping us interested, and we want to keep coming back for more. But all jokes aside, you've handled this really well. Really, this is the first time I've ever seen you act like a totally mature man, and I am so proud of you. And as a Christian, I personally, most of the time, find you quite insufferable, but I respect the shit out of you, man. Like, I really do respect you for how you've dealt with this. And you have been more than generous. You have given them a lot of grace and a lot of mercy, and that will come back to you tenfold. And I was wondering also if you could drop your Cash App or however you accept money, because I'm sure I'm not the only person who would like to send you something.
That's weird because all of them know my Cash App. I'll put it down there, sure.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat.
All right.
Nothing here. $sign.
All right. Good to see you guys. Bye, Gman.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. That's my Cash App right there.
So
Gman 3232.
I have to say, I am impressed with your Christian charity. I think you've gone well above and beyond what most people would do for, especially the way you've been treated.
Yeah.
Shanny Rev, it seems they treat you poorly, not on 1 or 2 occasions, but on almost a dozen occasions at least. And you still come back and help them financially and with a place to live.
And I want to hear from him. Is it all because of this whole Geyser religion that she totally manipulated the situation? I mean, if I was him and when I heard her mother make that video saying, we're not religious, like, yeah, we believe, but we weren't like at church every Sunday. I mean, I was growing up. So I know. I mean, to me, it's what she's what you call a blasphemer.
And they just keep taking a dump on your charity. And I'm still amazed you've held out this long, honestly, given how they've treated you. So, I mean,
yeah, you've done way more than you would have.
I've been told I'm very patient, but I'm not that patient. So I'm impressed.
I draw the line at damaging my.
I wish I would have been there the day that I got this guy a job. And he came downstairs and said, I'm not going to do it. I forget which one of them. He said, let William do break the leaves. And Shanny, you know I'm not lying. Why don't you go on Twitch and talk about that? Go in here and talk about that, Shanny, and tell them how I responded to that day. Because both of you was going to be thrown out that day. I told you, it was multiple occasions I was going to throw them out. On multiple occasions. I couldn't believe my ears when I heard him say that.
They were broke, they were like little
money, and then he didn't want to work for $50. They
want to be treated like little kids. No, I'm not talking about kids, I'm talking about little kids.
Yeah.
Where, they have to be told to even take a bath.
Well, that's because of the abuse for so many years. She stunted their growth. I mean, that's really horrible. They didn't ask to be here, and it's not just like ha Rev, or Rev stupid, baby carrot, or Shane like yeah, she's obese. She deserves this mess. But those are two innocent kids that didn't ask to be here at all. And just once again, another way that she was hurting them.
It's obviously when you're 500 pounds, it's tough. I can't really defend Kenny, but that size.
I'm not defending Kenny. Kenny specifically told me, and I quote, "Do not defend them." So I'm not going to. I can say whatever y'all want about them.
There's tools.
He told me not to defend them, and I'm not
a
going
large guy. I'm not that large, but I'm a large guy. There's stuff you can buy at Walmart where you can reach places. There's even a video I had it on my live stream earlier today. There's a video of a guy who's Shanny's size, and he bought a special made like a tub that sits out on his back porch, and you put water in it, and you can drain it from the bottom, and it just drains out into the ground, where because the porch is elevated.
Yeah.
And so there's tools.
There's things she can do. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I think Shanny's worrying. I mean, I think when she says she worries for her life, that's part of the show. However, that honestly she should that's a real danger at that size, and with her lethargy is the right word, basically that not moving. If you continue to get bigger and don't move, yes, you're eventually going to get a blood clot or something similar worse than dying.
But blaming you for that?
Well, yeah,
come on.
I just have to laugh. Like, how is Gman responsible for your poor behavior, Shanny? I mean, how has anyone but yourself responsible for you choosing to stay in the same spot?
And then on top of that, she's like, I'm sorry, Vitas, for Gman and what he's saying. First of all, anybody who's been dealing with me for any length of time on YouTube knows how I go about dealing with trolls. I'm gonna troll you right back. Anybody who's been dealing with me any length of time knows that. And then she gets on here, I'm sorry, Vitas, Gman's such a pig.
Okay. The problem is, man, you did that to me when I wasn't trying to troll you. And I'm sure that's what happens when you're dealing with so many people messing with you. You just assume, I mean, I feel like YouTube is a place of severe paranoia, and it's like, oh, you're gonna do me that too, especially if someone does you really good. My God, you don't trust anyone ever again. It's like you got that inside you, and you shouldn't. I mean, I think there's a time to protect yourself, and there's a time to maybe like try to branch out and have a friend, try something different. But I don't know, my opinions. Thank you for being here, folks.
Bertos can handle herself.
Give me a break, man. She's being a hypocrite. That's what she's being. She keeps flipping back and forth.
She's trying to get allies. She's trying to get friends.
Simple. It's not going to work for one thing, but also she's just straight up ungrateful. I mean, you've given them more charity than they deserve, and then some, and yet she still is willing to come on YouTube and go, how dare Gman not pour more money into this black hole that is Shanny and Rev's life? Like, how does Gman not pour money and food and give us stuff that we'll waste on Delta 8 and soft drinks and not taking care of our kids? Like, David
Anthony made a video saying that she destroyed Rev and she took all of his money, and I'm next. I saw that video. Just because I don't agree with the way that you guys come at me sometimes, don't mean I don't agree with some of the stuff that you guys say on your channels. And then I keep that in the back of my mind. Ain't nobody gonna bankrupt me. I don't think so. No.
And I suspected highly that there was some sort of agreement you made with Rev and Shanny about whatever proceeds you might get from the house, and how you might share some of it with them out of gratitude for letting you have it.
I wanted them to get back on their feet. That's what I wanted them to do.
But I knew something was going to happen.
And he wants to smoke it all up, and I want nothing to do with it.
I knew something was going to happen, and that the deal would not go through. I knew that.
Yeah, I mean, earlier I was actually thinking about this. Like, is there some way we could help Shanny and Rev? Now, obviously, advice is one thing, whether they can listen to it is another. But I was making a list of like things Shanny can do to start getting her life back in order. Like, start with like simple things like don't drink your calories. cut out salt completely, cut out caffeine completely, fruits and vegetables.
The woman won't even bathe. Come on, you can't do that.
Soak yourself in water a couple times a week. That's a start, right? Just you got to start. Do whatever exercise you can. It doesn't matter if it's you're literally walking around the bed. If that's all you can do, great. Do that and do it every day until you can do more. You know, and slowly start. She'll slowly start thinning down. Yeah. You would think that being as poor as they are, she would start getting smaller, but from what I understand, it's not happening. Which is,
you know, you maybe just do some try sit-ups. Maybe just even 5. Do some push-ups. You don't need that much room. Oh, maybe she does, but normally you don't.
Are we sure she's not taking? Is Rev missing any limbs? Has she just pulled some off to start chewing on when the food runs out?
And that's the other thing that I want to get into. I'm not going to do it today because I want to give Rev a chance to come in here because Rev's full of garbage. She is abusing that guy. Okay.
Yeah,
he's confided in me on multiple occasions about how she puts her hands on him.
Yeah.
Apparently, she was hoarding all the food and eating most of it herself.
Well, my understanding is the
I
kids
saw something that was interesting on one of the, and this is why I have a hard time with because if I hear they're hungry and nobody's giving them anything, it's hard to not help them. But I'm going to have to be that way so that they can get a job. I remember after they moved out and they moved to the hotel. I think it was one day of them being in that hotel, and it was 1 or 2 days of them being in the hotel, and they left food at the house. Like they had like a pack of turkey there, they had like cheese, they had some stuff in the cabinet, some grits and stuff and whatnot. And they didn't want to bring it for some reason. But he told me that they left. I think I heard the story about the cats being over there or whatever. So he came back over to look at the cats, and he was going to stay there until he found the cat. But that time he didn't find it. So there was some food in the refrigerator, and then I bought some food from the convenience mart, and he would just, I gotta eat this now, or I won't get the chance later. To eat this.
That's telling right there.
Yeah. So I mean, you're telling the truth with that. He wasn't eating because Shanny was eating all of it. And then also, I know how a lot of you feel about the Delta 8, but I would buy a certain amount of that stuff to give to them, and then Shanny wasn't one consuming all of it. Right? We get very little of it.
It's not the Delta 8 that's the drug. It's the THC in the Delta 8.
This is yours. This is Rev's. Do not touch Rev's, especially while I'm here. Because if you do, I'm going to take it from you. Like, I have to talk to her that way.
Hey, Gman. So, thanks for having me up here. I commend the fact that you're such a loyal friend. That's a commendable trait to have. So, what I really want to know is, do you believe that Shanny is a Christian? Like, has the way she's treated you now, is that the behavior of a Christian?
No comment.
No
Well,
comment.
I believe she's a Christian, but then my definition of Christian is much broader than Gman.
No comment. And David's trying to like help him with that. Like, dude, you know what it is, folks? It's life coming to terms with it and being like, you know, when something is too real and you thought something, and then when it blows up in your face, that's when you get no comments. Because normally he'd be like, oh yeah, sure. But now it's like no comment. Yeah. Sure, G-Man.
Well, Christians can do bad things, be bad people. That doesn't mean she can't be saved, right?
Of course. I'm going to say no comment. That's what I'm going to say.
She could, in theory, turn around and become a better person and be someone you would consider Christian. So I think that's...
JD, I would say if you look at her traits, her gluttony, her greed, like she's literally taking off the 7 deadly sins.
I definitely don't think she acts like a Christian, for sure. Like now, whether like what happens in her heart, that's between her and God. But I mean, sure. I don't think that she portrays Christian values like other Christians that I.
And Jesus is not going to come and get you because Shanny for Christ says so. That's insane.
I've seen. So yeah, I would say she's not a acting Christian.
Well, for one, when you feel put upon and you feel like people are against you and stuff, you don't invoke God like he's some sort of assassin.
I know.
You don't do that.
She has like author
blasphemy. It's like
okay, God will kill your enemies, but He won't lift a finger to help you. And Shanny says she talks to God all the time, and I'm sorry if it sounds irreverent, but I'd be like, God, will you shut up or help me? Just stop talking to me and help me.
Shut up or help me.
It's the invoking of a God to.
David can get some good one-liners in.
But he won't lift a finger to help her life. He won't like help her get a place to live. He won't help her get better health. He won't help her do anything.
I can see by your face. I don't think you like this talk, do you?
No, have fun. She told me not to defend her. Okay. I'm going to teach her a lesson. She told me not to defend her, right?
I mean, the tough love is sometimes the best way. So
I'm going to tell you something that happened to me earlier today. I thought I wasn't going to initially say that.
I'm looking for one of the
when I was
pictures.
door dashing, I went into a place that where I was sent to. I went to go use the public restroom for a few minutes, and then I left to start doing more door dashing. And then a few hours later, I was looking for my cell phone case. I use a carry case, a pouch, and I have like cell phone accessories. I have my COVID vaccine information in there, and I had $200 cash in there. I left it in that bathroom. I thought, oh, it's gone for good. It's gone. I lost $200 plus the information that I needed. But I prayed about it, and I went back, said I knew I left it here because the only place where I last had it. And I went there, and somebody turned it into the cashier.
Oh,
and it had everything in it.
Even
a year ago, I want to say, this is a little personal story. Me and Renee we're out. I don't know if we were out with kids or just us. And you know, I saw some sort of wallet thing on the floor, and it had about like $500 in it, plus credit cards and everything. And I brought it to the store, and I said, you know, don't worry about it. And then this other time, even recently, I was at the Walmart, and I saw a Apple cell phone, the brand, the newest one, in a type of crystal case. Like I've never seen. It was so beautiful. Like it was all shining and glistening. That's how I saw it. It was like it caught my eye. All rubies and shit inside it. And I brought that in. It's like, here, someone left it, because I figured, wow, someone must have paid a pretty penny for that. So I get that about finding money.
The cash?
The cash, everything.
Wow, man.
People can surprise you sometimes. That's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I thank God for it. You know, that's what things like that happens when you put faith in God.
Well, and Gman,
Is that really that surprising thing to happen? I just think if I ever saw someone's wallet, I would throw it in the mailbox.
Odds are people keep it, especially if there's cash in it.
Really?
Yeah. No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. A lot of people do keep that. You know, even people that aren't so exactly nice, like when they hear someone say, hey, if you do that, yeah, your first intuition might be to keep it, but if you actually turn it in, you start to feel good. You start to get a high from that. And it's not until, like, you know, it happens, like when you're put in that situation, you give it back and you see the look on their face. You know, all I know is I've had to go back to the DMV before or something because I lost something, and that sucks. So I don't want people to have to go through that, especially nowadays where you have to like make a 3-month appointment for the DMV.
Really? I don't know. That's my first reaction is, I was taught, like, if you find a wallet, like, okay.
Well, you were taught.
You were taught well.
Yeah, you were taught well. But most people, especially if they're in need, that cash is gone.
Yeah, I mean, that'd just be straight up thefting. I would never do that. No.
Well,
but I guess, I mean, that's surprising.
But just to give you guys an idea of how they kept the room, I have a picture. It'd be better if I just posted this though. But this was one of the corners, and this is all the stuff. Well, most of it was all cat peed on. Like I had to throw this stuff away.
Can you make your
cat pee? Cat pee on more stuff.
So everybody can see it.
Hold on a minute. There's a TV. When I go on Drag's thing, I'll send him this via Skype, and then he can show everybody. But that's the TV of the room. Now I'm gonna show you how they kept it. Hold on. This is one of the corners here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, G-Man, can you make your image in StreamYards larger so everyone can see it?
That looks like a pile of trash.
Yeah, let me do that. Hold on.
Is that a pile of trash I'm looking at?
There we go. That'll work. Now we can see it.
Pile of trash. That's David.
Yeah, right first time.
Yeah, that pile of trash right there.
Okay, here we go. So this is the TV that they was watching with the PS5 on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
Yeah, it comes in clear. I can see it on my screen.
Okay. Now, this is the corner where the cat. Well, this is one of you guys can see that or not.
Yeah, it comes in clear.
All right. And again, I don't know why they left. I guess because they didn't know where to take it. But man, I don't know why they left the PS5 there. Because they thought that they owed him a lot of money. I'm sure they weren't playing any of the games.
I can see it on my screen.
Okay. Now this is the
Shane just likes your Switch
corner where the cat. Well, this is one of the mini corners where the cat was peeing on everything.
Yeah.
That is a big pile of trash.
That is disgusting.
That looks very
And you know why? You know why they pee there? It's because it's like a big area just with a big pile of trash, like just what David's saying. And B, they probably can't fit into the cat bins because it's probably filled with crap, just like they did in Colorado.
On the pictures when they were laying on the bed, when they were sitting on the bed. That's what I gotta find. Well, because that's nothing. You gotta see the bed and when they were sleeping.
If you don't mind, G-Man, I'm gonna give you a light criticism here. Did you not see? It's been highly publicized the way they treated their place in Colorado. I'm surprised you didn't take that into account. I'm surprised you didn't take that into account when you moved them into your place.
I took a lot of stuff into an account, but they was homeless and they had nothing, and they didn't have anything, you know. But I was told by a bunch of people in the neighborhood that if they went downtown to downtown Scranton, that they could get help in less than 3 weeks. They can get emergency, what is it, TRA, I think it's called, temporary rent assistance. They can get emergency Section 8. That they could, because technically they were homeless. They had nowhere to go, and kids was involved. So within 3 weeks or less, they would have got all of that help. But they never wanted to go down there. All they wanted to do was play video.
You still believe people destroyed
Star Valley.
Yeah, they're never going to work. They've kind of made it clear that no matter what circumstance they're in, whether homeless or not, that working is not something they're willing to do. Because Shanny's idea of work is a YouTube channel, and she's not popular enough or interesting enough to maintain one.
Oh, she's interesting.
But not for
donations. Breaking TOS, apparently, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, she's not interesting in the way that gets donations, the way other channels do. Like Drag gets, so many donations because he's entertaining in a way that people enjoy. And Shanny Rev don't have that kind of charisma, that kind of personality.
She's the fodder.
I'm
curious about something though, G-Man.
Shanny, you told me not to defend you, Shanny, so this is what it looks like.
You still believe that people destroyed their apartment in Colorado?
Oh, the crap ninjas. That was hilarious.
Yeah, you still believe that? After hearing testimony from Chris,
I don't think that's possible. You can't believe that. You've seen their place now.
And knowing what you know now.
Where Chris lived in, her mom said that she destroyed her mom's place. She destroyed the apartment that they lived in Colorado, both of them, and she destroyed your place.
Did you catch that question, G-Man?
Do you really believe that people are doing these things to her?
And I love that I love David saying this, you know, because I absolutely agree. It's like it's not just one place; it's several, including yours, the ones you have to clean up right now. Because I saw that kitchen, there was still dirt and crap on the walls from Rev's nasty fingers. And Shane don't wipe, so she probably rubbed up against the walls a lot. You know, are you still in denial about that?
Well, but I have my theories about some things, but as far as what I've seen them do there, yeah, Rev has a temper problem and he has a tendency of destroying.
Okay, he said I have my theories, but yeah, okay, so he's admitting it, yeah, because they lied. There was no ninjas.
Things. When those two fight, they end up both destroying things, and they're not the best. Well, anyway, I'll get to that
on the tire thing, man. Those of us that drive cars that actually have changed tires and had experience with flats and blowouts and stuff, that tire looked exactly like a tire that was blown out and he drove on the rim and ripped it up.
I'm going to straighten it on Sunday. When I go there, and I'm going to keep my word, if I go there and see a lady there, I think a drag or somebody said that the lady had like shaved hair right here, and I'm going to look for that voice because I'm going to listen to the video again, and I'm going to walk in there and I'm going to talk to everybody there. If I see that person there, I will make this guarantee on your channel. If Shani or Rev can prove that tire was slashed and not a blowout, I will give them $300. All right, Shani, you heard that, right? So let's see what you can do.
Well, what I found interesting was
that's okay for the repairs.
Yeah, it was nice of you. Unfortunately, it seems like they didn't give you a good reason. I remember Rev had several different excuses for it. He said it was not used Twitch, it clearly wasn't. But then he said someone looked like someone stabbed with rebar. As I know, Rev has never worked in his life, so I mean, G-Man, you've seen and you worked with rebar, I'm sure, sometime in your life. You think rebar can puncture a tire? Like tires are durable.
What you need to understand is when you talk about an address as often as the reaction crowd was doing it, you know what I mean. The first thing that's going to go through my head is, okay, so they went there. They were talking about all the. They wasn't doing themselves no favors when they were doing it. Like I said, I got the information that I need. I'm gonna go to the convenience mart and I'll find out. It ain't gonna take long. I'll find out real fast.
Oh, if you don't mind, Jimmy, I got a question from the audience here.
Yeah.
They said they wanted me to ask you why you didn't have them get rent assistance and therefore then they could pay you to live there. Right. Was that ever an option?
I'm gonna talk about that on Drag Channel.
Honestly, the place wasn't completely.
When I go on Drag Channel, I'm gonna explain my relationship with CPS and their relationship with CPS and what they offered and what they
confuses me. That thing with CPS and your involvement, that confuses me a lot.
The only thing I know was
there's a lot of stuff about CPS that y'all don't know about because at one point you guys were doing more good for them than anything because every time CPS showed up there, they were getting food, clothing, they were getting a whole bunch of stuff.
From CPS?
Yes, from CPS.
Well, are Shani and Rev
shouldn't they have been doing that?
Seeing the kids? Like, are they visiting with them?
I'll talk about that on Drag Channel.
G-Man, come on! Like,
I mean, honestly, I can answer that. No.
I did want to ask. I did want to ask because Shani made a big deal about like she was going to use this time to get her medical issues and get everything dealt with. So, as far as you know, has she went to any doctor's appointments? Has she had any testing?
She's been to the doctor a few times. She's been to the doctor a few times. She's been to physical therapy, I think, once. I don't think more than that. Because when she went, the funny thing is, when she went to physical therapy once, she was able to walk around. Like she had no issues. When we went to Walmart, she was walking around in Walmart buying stuff.
We have her on video walking across the parking lot when she did that move from Colorado. She was walking like there was no.
I'm talking about recently though. I'm talking about like about 3 months ago. Man, that was only she was doing physical therapy, and we all went to Walmart because that's where I take them when I'm going to take them food shopping because I felt like Jerry's and Giants was too expensive, so I would take them to Walmart, and I would. All that mess that she in that $20 mess. I wish I was going over there spending anywhere between $150 to like maybe $200+ buying them food, and that's just on the food. We ain't talking about the clothing and the other stuff.
The thing is, the food is what I'm really the food is what I'm actually the most curious about. I mean, you've been paying for basically food for several months now, right? At least.
Anytime I had an opportunity to go over there.
I don't know if you want to answer this, but how much does she actually eat? Because I know to maintain that kind of weight requires thousands more calories than I have in a day. So that's
a good question. I honestly don't know, but I do know this though. I know about $200 in food will be gone within a week and a half. As a matter of fact,
hold on. How much worth of food?
$200 within about a week and a half.
I mean, it's just them too. You know, get some soups and some peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and bread. Hope for the best. I mean, there's so much you can do with so little. You can get a bread for $1 and like $3 for a peanut butter and jelly, big tub of it.
I would go over there and the food would be going. Facts. And then on top of that, Red told me that 700 and they would get like $700+ for like on the ABT card, and then that would be going in 2 weeks.
If you got a family of four, that's not unreasonable.
No. Let me tell you something. You got a fictional scenario where you go through $700+ in food stamps in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, 700. Okay.
All right. My household has myself and my daughter.
Right. That's messed
up. He goes through maybe $400 a month in food, and that's with getting some expensive stuff like some more expensive fruits and vegetables for our diet stuff.
How she get
myself and my daughter, so 2. So how should they go through that much. And not to mention, it looks like they're getting cheap
Rev
stuff.
was telling me he was going to the
Big
convenience
gallons
market.
of,
The
like,
convenience market is very
$2
expensive.
So
Rev was telling me he was going to the convenience market, and the convenience market is very expensive. You're not supposed to
Me,
go
I
to
was spending like
yeah, you
300.
definitely want to go to a main grocery store.
You
But
might
still,
have to
to
go
go
back
through
to retail.
hundreds
Yeah,
of dollars just in groceries. Now, fast food you can burn through fast.
I believe that. You know what? Like Big Brett, like I heard some of the cats when they get older, you know, their back legs, it's hard to get into some of those carriers if there's not a way. If they have to climb in, and they want clean. They can't physically do it, so that's why they will go with a bathroom on top of places. You know, it's them trying to get you to snap out of it. But Shani and Rev, folks, Shani and Rev.
If they're just going through groceries, that's insane. She
I'm
must be
spending like
taking-
$300 a month on food for myself.
One of
she
the
must be
things I
taking in
want to
6,000 or
talk about on
7,000
Drag
calories a day. That's,
One of the things I want to talk about on Drag Channel was how CTS bought them an air fryer, and
that's
the
where
air
that came
fryer they was cooking that stuff in their bedroom, like they would air fry pizza,
Yeah, that's dangerous.
you know, and things like that. And then I want to talk about the winter stuff, all the stuff that happened during the winter when they claimed they had no electricity, when they made all these videos.
Yeah, how is I keeping them from getting heaters?
Well, the heater situation you was wrong about because they had a heater in each room. They had
what
a heater in each room. But I'm
What
gonna
I
tell
was
you
saying
something
is that
Yeah,
they
but you were
probably
weird
use-
about it.
go buy Delta 8 and then get the heater some other way.
No, I sent them the
That's
money and I
not
made them show me the receipt. No, I was sending them the money. And
That's
I
what I
made
said they would probably do. I wasn't saying it was a definite fact. I was
I
saying
don't
they would probably
understand,
do it.
But that's not even the funny thing was, right? I went there one time and they kept complaining about how cold they were. I kept getting texts and messages about how cold it was over there. And I believed them because I spent the night over there one day, which I will never do again in the winter ever again. But unless the heat's on. But I woke up and I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. Let's go to the store and go get some.
They had no money for the
diesel fuel.
heat.
Because I
the
watched a
oil.
YouTube video saying that you could put diesel fuel inside
How
one of the tanks and it would temporarily
pathetic.
heat. But
How pathetic! They got 2 kids in there. You know, call the fire company, or not fire department. Call the oil company. I have 2 kids. One's autistic. They would have helped you. You know, you won't know unless you try.
But I needed a certain amount of it because you couldn't just do it with like a gallon or whatever. I need like 5 gallons or whatever. So I needed him to drive me. So I woke up. His room was warm. Shanny's room was warm. Everybody else's rooms, it was freezing.
The kids' room
I
was freezing?
I ain't going nowhere. I said, dude, I'm going back to work in about an hour. We have to go now. I don't care. Go ahead. I'm going back to sleep.
But that was the only warm room in the house. They should have had the kids in there with them.
No, the kids had their heater, but their room was a lot colder than their room was. I think after a while, after the heaters broke, the heaters eventually did break. Then they all started sleeping in the same room.
Right.
But that winter was brutal. That winter was brutal. And
Yeah.
they wanted me to fill the tanks. They wanted me to buy food. They wanted me to buy the tobacco. They wanted me to buy the Delta 8. They wanted me to do all this. Listen to me, dude. I only got but so much money. I can't do that. Can't do it. And then I
had to have it.
But G-Man, it's just you, G-Man. It's just you. You know what I mean? You just think I got an electric bill. I have to eat. I have to pay my rent.
You know, it wouldn't have been just him if they would have acted normal.
And Shanny had to have
let's
it.
face it, they're adults. They're in their 30s or 40s. They're adults. They should be able to handle this stuff on their own. Shanny has put herself in a position where her options are limited, given that she refuses to take care of herself, to bathe, to stop getting larger, to not
They
move around.
refuse to work. They don't want to make money the old-fashioned way.
I was shocked when you said Rev
Yeah.
refused to. When you said Rev refused to mow the lawn or to rake the lawn, that blew my mind.
They didn't even want to like leaves.
Like to make the kids, like we said when you mentioned that when you found the place filthy, which I'm guessing was most times you went over there, they kept having the kids do it. Like that's not their. You're the
Well,
adult.
actually, I did pay the
it's
kids a
not their
couple of times.
job.
They went out there and they raked the leaves. I gave them $20 a piece.
Well, that was nice. Yeah.
No, there's nothing wrong with having your kids.
They went
do a
out there and did it
couple
with
things.
the adults.
But you should be doing the bulk of it.
You know, like if someone comes over and says this place is filthy, clean up, and they go, oh, hold on, let me get our servants over here. Like they're your kids. It's not really what they're supposed to be doing.
You know, when I was growing
And then I
up,
started
Yeah,
hearing
servants.
about child labor laws, and I was like, I don't know if I can legally pay you guys to do this or whatever. So I kind of like to say I give $20 if you go out there and do it or whatever. But and they wanted to. One of them wanted to go get a job, and I'm not even gonna get into all of that. I have to figure out how to tell that story.
They should have.
Cat litter is surprising too. How hard is it to change cat litter? I mean, I have 2 cats. They have cat litter. I change it
No,
once a
it
week.
just-
No one ever's
it
ever
doesn't
complained.
matter.
This
Why
requires
would
you
you
standing
want
up
to
and
do it?
actually bending down and using energy.
It takes
They didn't
like
want to
5
do it.
minutes.
Well, that rules out
5
Shanny.
minutes.
What about Rev?
Well,
Rev
Rev
is,
can change the litter.
Rev is mobile. You know, I don't get it.
Believe it or not, when Rev was locked up, Shanny was getting up helping me clean up. Shanny's full of it. Okay, there are times when she's immobile and she can't move around and whatnot. I'll give her that. But there are other times when there was nothing wrong with her legs when this guy was locked up and she wanted to walk around the house, say, "Oh, I got this big house to myself and everything."
Well, that's
Neighbors
convenient.
telling me she was outside.
Well, Shanny also
Yeah.
had a habit of
I think she was trying to like show off, like when nobody but cares for cats, matters for cats. Said before, like Shanny was setting this up allegedly to have him have the place and everything, and she was gonna get better. And then all of a sudden, Rev goes to jail, and it would just be them 2.
lying about people that help her and saying that they don't help her, that I didn't help her. She said that lie about me. I've helped her. I've sent her money before. It was a while back, but I sent her money before, and then she lied, said nobody gave her anything, which is a damn lie.
Yeah,
I
she was
I got the PayPal receipts to prove it.
Yeah, I
It's
think
all
she
about
called
people.
He got
She called it
receipts.
crinkle heart once, which is that's not a thing.
Her heart always gets
Crinkle
broken.
heart.
Her heart. She don't care about nobody's heart but her own heart. And Shanny, this is a personal challenge for you. If you think I'm wrong about that, then please explain how you care about Rev's heart.
How
You're
is it that she can
constantly
sit
bullying him
there?
in videos. Let me tell you something. You always know that Shanny told him to make a video when he's doing this.
Yeah, we figured that out.
I've been there.
We,
Okay?
Yep.
I seen it with my own two
how,
eyes.
how can that woman sit there and emasculate Rev on a regular basis Talk about
She
past
don't
lovers,
like
talk
him.
about-
Oh, she saw that, G-Man? The
Talk
whole
about-
thing where she got
She don't like him.
Talk about how
Did you
she
see the video where she
turned on by
there's
certain
a
people.
there's several hours where she was on air where she was continually berating him about the he sent someone a lewd picture, I believe, was the
Yeah,
accusation.
he said he was trolling somebody. He didn't mean
And it
any
kept
of
going and going. She kept berating him, and then he tried to leave, and she took his wallet. And I don't know why he gave it to her. He's just like, I remember watching that with some friends, and we're like, just walk out the door, Rev. Just walk. You have
beta
keys.
male.
Just walk out. I've actually joked. I said I don't think beta's low enough. Rev allows her. We need a new word. Beta's not going to cover it. Beta males, are like.
But I'm gonna tell you something though. They almost broke up.
Below that.
They almost broke up a couple of times. Like Shanny threw him out the house one time. Shanny gave me this message here. I'm gonna show y'all this when I go on Drag Channel, which she said she would quote. Well, actually, you know what? I'll show everybody this because I don't cuss. I'll send all this to Drag and then Drag can do whatever he wants with it. But she told me that she would quote "rock my world" if I threw him out. And that ain't the first time.
Oh yeah, she's wanted you for a long time, G-Man. You've been on her list for a long time. Like,
Gross.
Oh
Gross.
man.
One
Sadly,
thing that
that
blows me away the
relationship
most.
is not over until
When
Shanny
you
says
dial
it's over.
back on
One of the things that blows me
exactly
away
the
the most.
Shanny's gonna leave him. It ain't gonna be Rev leaving. Shanny's gonna leave him.
Shanny's gonna leave.
Exactly.
I'll be honest, I
People
don't
have
agree.
said.
I don't agree. I think Shanny will not leave unless she has someone else
Well,
set up on the side, which is why she
Whatever's
cuts
gonna
the
happen, she's
obviously.
gonna find somebody else. And
Yeah, the
think
relationship
that's
isn't
gonna
over
happen.
until Shanny says it's over, and it's over when she
that
finds
relationship is
someone
already over. Rev just don't. Rev didn't get the memo yet.
They
But
started
if you
off
consider,
with more
when
money.
she
They
first
started
was in
off-
Colorado, what was I?
Look.
When she was in Colorado, when she was first met Rev, I mean, she was a big girl, but she was still dating. She was
So
still
fair,
relatively
booty
clean,
shorts,
she
you
still had
shitting,
teeth
and
still.
Grandma says
She's
she
now
doesn't
lost
have
her
enough
teeth,
cloth.
gained a couple hundred pounds. Now apparently
Grandma
stinks
knows
so
what's
bad she
up,
destroys
dude.
the house. I don't
I'm not
think
defending her.
it's going to be very, very difficult for her to find someone. So I think she's
Tell
going to
Grandma I
Totally
said
not
hi.
yeah, she's
I
going to
think
stick
that
with
does
Rev
explain
indefinitely. I think. I
why
don't think she's going to leave Rev.
why she's so set off when he looks at another female. Why that sets her off so much. Like,
Yeah, I mean, because she
But
knows
Rev
that
has
she's
said to
jealous.
me on multiple occasions. Rev has said to me on multiple occasions that and he ain't stupid. He knows full well that Shanny's on there flirting with other people, and he wants to know why is it that he can't compliment another girl, but she can. But she can compliment a girl and a guy. He's fully aware of this stuff. He's afraid to
She'll
leave.
beat the crap out of her.
Hypocritical.
He's not
they
willing to hit her,
started
but
off
she'll hit him.
with more money
Yep.
than we will end up with when we retire. They were already at the finish line at the start, and now look at them. And like they want to know why people don't want to send them any money when they were this irresponsible with the money they had.
I
Like,
know,
why should we give to them when they have way more than we did?
I want to get down on them for being bad with finances, but you know what? Most people are not really good. Most people don't think of money in a way like, yo, I have a lot, I'm going to go throw it in the bank.
Yeah,
Have to be
most
able
people just don't
to
think of it that
to
way.
blow through
That much money?
I
That's
can
a
ask
lot.
something like a Robin Hood. If you just a novice cannot get on a like a stock exchange app and pretend you're a hedge fund manager, like you cannot do that. You will blow through your entire life savings if you do that. That whole Robin Hood scheme that they were trying to do, that I'm pretty sure they lost so much money doing that.
Oh well, you give to me, so I can give to someone else. That line.
Well, clearly, saving was never something that they prioritized. They spent. They got new phones whenever they wanted. They got a brand new car. They got brand new
Wasted a
television.
lot of money.
They got DoorDash several times a day, every day. And yeah, I mean,
But
it
that
doesn't matter how much money you have, it'll start going away.
wouldn't consume hundreds of thousands of dollars in the span of 3 years. Or
Can Rev cook
Well, they
anything?
also
I've never
weren't
seen him
putting
cook.
No, I
anything
told you
back
guys what
into
happened. They
it.
lost a lot of money in the stock
Yeah.
market. They lost a lot of it at one time.
And they never put anything back in. Like there was no like
They lost-
addition.
You know what? I personally feel like that stock market problem was, you know, the beginning of the end for them, because I didn't realize how much, and I heard of like $100,000 that they lost on the stock market. So I think that they had that $100,000 sitting there as a backup plan to get out of here. I mean, or a backup plan if anything did go south. I don't think they were sending it, spending that money. That money was just sitting there in the stocks. It's just an emergency. We can pull it out. And she should have did it before the stocks started to plummet. It took $100,000 loss. So if they had 700,000, you got to think of it like 700 or 750,000. More like 600 or 650,000, because there's $100,000 right there, and then there's buying that Durango, and there's the many houses and the many condos and townhouses.
And it was
Actually,
Like the stream, folks.
Here's the thing. She told me over the phone when we went through the first thing and whatnot that she lost $125,000 in one day in the stock market. She was crying on the phone, didn't know what to do.
Damn.
And then
Very
when
good.
I finally talked to
125.
Rev told me that that it wasn't 125, it was $200,000. And
Oh!
he found out about it.
Man, I did stocks. That's bullshit.
Yeah, well, that's when this is where David's gonna say, you know, he did stocks, but still, that's even maybe he did it all at once, but I'm sure because it's Rev is Rev. You know, a lot of those stocks, he didn't know what to do with them. He didn't really move them around. So I can believe that maybe over the course of time, it was about 200,000, and even then, it'd be 750, 650, like 450,000 and then minus all the other stupid expenses.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean,
Also,
unless you're day
stocks don't
trading
evaporate.
really badly.
Exactly. They don't just
Did you
evaporate.
calculate the amount of money that they were paying for rent?
There are
Did the
limit
rain
moves.
go? How much money they were spending?
Rev had Apple and other blue chip type
The
stocks.
dividends on those stocks would
those are
sustain them
those,
for
I personally think the only reason
I was
she's
doing
staying
penny
with
stocks.
it
You
is
can lose
still
that
got
much
money.
money. You can lose that much
I
money
think
in
she still
penny
thinks she got money. That's why she's staying.
because there's no limit moves in over the counter. Over the counter pink stocks, there's no limit moves. With other stocks, because of what happened in 1929, there are limit moves, which means the stocks can only be allowed to rise or fall to a certain amount. As soon as you see your stock start to fall, you take precautions so that you don't lose your shirt.
Oh, they
to
definitely
prevent
kind
another
of sold
1929
down.
event.
But they're morons.
Well, when,
so.
when Rev lost that money, Shanny was dealing with their stockbroker. It was Shanny handling all of this.
So,
Shanny
when
never
you're
had
over the
money.
counter,
Blue
when you're over the
chips
counter
are
penny stocks, that's the only way you can lose that much money.
Yes.
If you're
I'm just telling you, Shanny called me up on the phone and she said
She could have
she was
been lying,
crying and she said, G-Man, I don't know what to do. We just lost $125,000 in the stock market.
I believe she told you
Rev
that.
told me
I don't
what
believe
she
she told you the truth though. She was
No.
probably exaggerating or
She
didn't really know
probably
what
could
she
have
was
lost 12,000, 15,000. There are limit moves with blue chips. You can't lose that much money in one day unless you have like $10 million.
Yeah, you have to have a certain amount to lose for it to drop that much. If they had a ton invested in it, it dropped
I
dramatically.
think the most you
And
can
that is-
lose or gain in one day with blue chips is like 100 points.
Yeah.
It's more likely she,
I'm sure this wasn't one day. I'm sure
He
this
can
was
tell that
over
to someone like
time.
you or other people that haven't bought or sold stocks before, but he can't tell that to me.
Yeah,
I
She's
wonder-
spending on Cameo.
Hey guys, I have a conspiracy, everybody. Here's a conspiratorial thought. What if she stored it away in case things went south? That she just
I wondered that. Now, you know,
She doesn't
Drag
have that
has,
kind of discipline.
well, Drag has shown that Jason still has money in his name. Like, so,
That is true.
I mean, I wouldn't, I mean,
There's a rumor he's got money in probate. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah,
or not.
it is true. It is true.
Then why don't he go get it?
Because he has to pay a
That one I
lawyer.
can't answer.
because he's lazy. Are you kidding me?
I don't
Like, he
think-
doesn't
I
even
don't
want to
think
rake the
that-
yard. What do you mean
I
go
don't
to probate and do all that paperwork?
There's
Yeah,
paperwork.
right. Can you imagine
I
Rev
don't
at
know.
probate?
I think psychologically speaking, they Shanny and Rev still think they work
Rev at probate. Ha! Is this the right place I have to sign into? Ha 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 ha!
all this money because that sweater that she had, you know, the black one with the stars and everything. I went
Yeah,
over there
from
one
Torrid?
day. Shanny, yeah, she had the black stars in it. And I went over there one day and I was like, Red, tell her to throw that in the garbage. I'm gonna go and buy you. I'm gonna go buy her a sweater. Like, I told him
Ooh.
that, and he was like, no. What did he say? He said, no, she's not gonna throw it away. And then I said, tell her to throw it away. I'm gonna buy her a brand new sweater. You know, we go to Walmart and I get a brand new sweater. He told me if Shanny throws that sweater in the garbage, he's gonna knock her out. How much money he spent on that sweater? Now, if you saw the sweater, that's what it was beat. It was beat up. It was run down. It was stinking. It was. I don't think she has it no more. I think she threw it away. But
Yeah,
I
she
mean-
doesn't take care of her clothes. Like I've seen, like she wears clothes for like 14 days, like in a row. Like she'll wear the same outfit for like 2 weeks.
I'm sure Shanny got onto any bandwagon that had to be done with. Hey, you have this, and you know what? I kind of did as well a little bit, but I never. Like I used to call it Raycon Shadow Legends because Raycons and the Ray something Shadow Legends, but I don't play mobile games, and I've had a bunch of those, and TrebLab can work just as well. And sometimes the Raycons would have a connection issue or the battery issue. But I'm sure if you get the right one, it works. But you know, there's my free advice on those.
Weeks,
do you remember all
almost,
that
and-
expensive makeup she had?
I believe
Yeah.
she's on the 5th day, 5 days in a row in the current shirt.
You know
G-Man,
that-
G-Man, can you? Hey, 1 second, G-Man, can you see the private chat? There's a message there for you.
Hold on.
That's right, David. That's right.
Drag, hold on.
Oh, I wish
man.
Drag could come in here now.
No, because I'm gonna end the stream soon actually. So hold on a minute. Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. Oh Lord, spell check.
I
JD
still
Kane looks the
have
same.
faith- what's up, Blue? I still have faith that someone someday could get through to one or both of them about because it's like I'm not the smartest guy, but I feel like I could easily fix their lives if they would listen. I think a lot of us could probably come up with ways they could get on track and fix things if they would
Rev,
just
maybe not Shannon.
listen. To
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I think Rev has the potential to be safe, Shanny. I just think she's too far. She's too far steeped in her delusion. Her heels are too far in the
Yeah.
dirt, and she just will not, succeed. Rev is at least. I don't know. I think you could work with Rev.
Okay,
but
Drag
Shanny,
is
I don't
saying that
think could-
CPS didn't buy the air fryer, that somebody else bought it.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
thought
them-
somebody bought it for Christmas for the boys, but
I can't believe CBS really doesn't buy anyone anything, so I don't know why she says that, but either way, they should go clean that out so she can use it.
and I know even I was trying to figure out if I could get like a gift card to them, or but I couldn't figure out a way I could get something to the actual boys for them to spend without.
He keeps
Shanny
saying that
and
I'm
Rev.
in possession of all of their stuff and whatnot. That expensive makeup that she had, I think, is still there. It's in the attic. If I didn't throw it away. Because
Technically,
like,
everything in the house is yours
Sorry,
anyway.
That cat pee on it.
Sorry, folks.
Technically, everything's in the house is yours.
Well,
anyway.
that makeup, if you want to sanitize it, you could probably sell it and make some money.
Legally,
Because she
they
does
don't
have some
either.
good makeup.
Also,
Legally,
makeup expires.
they're not
So
supposed to be
I
in
don't
the
know.
house.
Stuff smell like
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does
Oh well,
expire.
yeah. If it's
I got
expired,
the whole
just,
face that it was
it's probably
in and all the
expired.
makeups and everything that's in it.
Yeah, I think
That's why
eyeshadow is
people
only
kinda
like a
keep it for
year,
caffeine.
so yeah, I think
Yeah,
everything
she's
would
had
be
her Jeffree
expired.
Star makeup for like 2 years.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You should not put that around your eyes.
You were taking
Never
a big chance when you let them come in that house in the first place, considering that it wasn't like repaired very much yet.
Yeah.
Because if anything had happened, you would have been liable.
Oh, I'm fully aware of that. I'm fully aware of that. That's why that sucker was
And
in.
technically,
that's why
because of that,
sucker was,
everything
was
in that house
fully
is your
insured
property.
and everything else in the book.
Everything in that house is your property. Simply because they're not
Yeah.
tenants. They're not. There's no lease. There's no nothing. So
Did
technically,
they-
they're trespassing. And
Well, they're not there
anything
no more.
anything they
They're
put in
not
the
there
house was yours in the first place.
Did they bring that 60-inch TV from Colorado?
No. That TV was already there. I bought the
Oh.
flat screen. I bought the kids. I bought the boys a flat screen TV. I bought Zachary a flat screen. William didn't want it.
Yeah, the sad part is they had TVs that size in Colorado, but they left them there because space.
And I was gonna buy them. Actually, I was gonna buy them a 70-inch flat screen when they moved
Yeah.
out of their property, but they never did what I
I'm
asked
happy
them
with
to
a
do.
42. I'm looking
So
at a 42-inch screen. I'm happy with that.
Do you think
Yeah.
their intent was to frustrate you to turn the house back over?
Yes.
Really?
I think it was Shanny's intent. Yes. I don't know about Red, but I think it was Shanny. I think Shanny had a plan when they went there. I think it was Shanny.
Shanny scheming. Oh, come
Yep.
on.
No way.
Yeah.
I
have a
don't
lot of
believe
reasons to
it.
believe Shanny.
Come on, I can't believe Shanny
Yeah,
would ever
they
scheme. Come on.
100% thought you were gonna be like, oh, you're in need. Let me
Just
give this
have the
house
house
back
back?
to you now that
Oh,
I
it's
fixed
so
it up.
childish.
Yeah, like they thought you were gonna give it back to them. Like they're.
Yeah.
Right.
I almost did.
Did you win?
They don't know how close I was to doing it because I couldn't afford. It was just getting ridiculous. All the money that was going out, and nothing was coming in.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Like house repairs are
bet.
freaking.
So are you going to sell the
expensive.
house or rent it out?
I'm trying to do both, but I'm probably gonna end up renting it.
Yeah.
You could rent to own. You get someone to rent to own it. They can.
That house has got too many whack memories in it, and I don't know if I want to keep all of them.
Whack memories.
I would say
As
do
long as
Plus,
whatever.
there's an
House
issue with
code,
privacy.
it should be
When I buy
fine.
another house, ain't nobody gonna know about it. I'm gonna put it.
Well,
in
Forgive me,
the-
G-Man. Somebody said this. Ask Gman how he reconciles buying Rev's house for $1, liens or not.
Congrats.
Well,
I don't know what
it
that's.
wasn't really a buy. It was he gifted it to me.
Why?
So
I mean,
Why would he gift it that to you, man? And everyone said it was because Shane was racist at you.
in my opinion,
money-
somebody asked
money
me
has
to ask you
to
that.
be paid. Hold on a minute.
You
Money
know why
has
he did
to
that?
be paid.
Do you know why he gifted it to you?
What?
Do you know why he gifted it to you? I mean, that's
Why?
really generous to give someone a house.
Why?
I think
No,
there were
because I
fees
told him
and
to give it.
fines and levies.
And I'm sorry. You know something else too. He felt guilty for what happened the first time. You know, when I was getting called the N-word, illegally being evicted.
Okay, well, then here you go. But remember, there was a theory that they couldn't afford the taxes. I mean, a theory that Rev knew that it was needed a lot of work. And then now, Nobody Matters But Cats has just recently said the theory of maybe she had if something happens to Rev, she can move in with him there.
And
Which
all
are
the
all
other nonsense
good.
that they put me through the first time.
Yeah, I remember
Shanny
that.
put me through.
You told
But
me all
still,
this stuff.
giving someone a house is that's pretty extreme.
Oh well, if
Do you
they
wanna
had
know
you
what I
evicted
think?
and called.
All I know is this: the amount of money I could have paid a penny for it. The amount of money that I had to spend to make that place livable and to make it. I don't even want to
Probably
talk
crap
about
in a
it.
property
all the stuff I
tax
had to sell.
I think Rev
Oh, I know how
didn't
much
want to
money
go
that is,
through.
G-Man.
Right.
I think Rev didn't
What?
want to go through the process of having to like sell the house, so he just like gave it to
I'm gonna tell you
Gman.
guys
You could
something
have
that I
sold
figured
that house
out.
at the
They
beginning.
tried
You
to,
know that.
before
You know
they
that.
gave that house to me, they tried to sell it.
You could have sold that house.
Did
I
they
don't
try
care
to sell
They
it?
tried to sell that house.
They
You wouldn't
did.
have got much
Oh,
for it, but
they
you
did.
could have sold that house. And
They
got,
tried to,
I mean, I don't know why they just didn't try to sell it as is, but I bet they didn't get no takers.
sell it. They
$1,000
couldn't.
for it. Because somebody would take it and either fix it up or demolish it and put a new house there. You could have sold the land it was sitting on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they wanted to move to Colorado, didn't want to mess with it, so they just like tried to.
I don't know
That was
put it up
beyond
on
lazy.
Gman.
That's
Of
beyond
course.
lazy.
Who are you talking about? It's Shanny and
Man.
Rev. They are like the
Yeah.
laziest.
You got me.
You can hire people to rent a place out for you. All you have to do is pay them, and they do all the work. They could have done that.
G-Man, do you know that
And
there
that's
are grants that you could have got that would grant you money to fix up a house if it's in a certain part of town? You
Right.
could have looked into that.
Well, the part of town, if you're talking about like an urban part, like where
Yeah,
it's
there's
whatnot, that house is
programs
not
like
important.
that. And somebody was trying to get me into flipping houses, somebody I work with, and it's just not for me. And apparently, if you're the first time doing it, you could get a grant. That grant is a gift. You don't have to pay it back. You could have got.
I didn't know that.
And
Flipping
you could've got
houses
so
is
many
really
thousand
hard
dollars.
work, man.
You might still be able to get something. Look into that, man.
Yeah. I'll do
So-
that. I'll do that.
So here's the big question: do you think it's possible to get Rev away from Shanny? He said
Oh
very
yeah,
clearly
yes.
that he doesn't want to do
But it's
that.
gonna happen naturally. As soon as they leave out that hotel room and they gotta start sleeping in that Durango, that relationship's over.
Really, that soon? I don't think he'll leave her. I think he's dependent on her, G-Man.
It'll
You know
happen.
what's interesting, Fresh? She never gave me any money.
Emotionally dependent. He doesn't need any
I
grant.
don't know.
Every time I was
Hey,
late with helping
shout
them
out.
or I wasn't around or whatever, they was on the brink of
What's
breaking up. Because Shandy suffered too much.
G-Man, you never owned a house
Cool.
before, have you?
Nope.
Okay, then you would qualify for a grant.
You get in the Discord,
First time homeowner.
Yes, that's
If you
true.
purchase a home and it's your first home and it has to be repaired, fixed up, you could.
Maybe after the stream tonight in the members, go to the members side. I'll put another stream link and everyone can use it. They're only good for like 24 hours, to keep it safe, somewhat safe. But yeah, it's a members Discord, members and subscription Discord.
You could get a grant.
You gotta be one of the
Just
other.
ask around, look into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta be.
Anyway,
a
on
member.
Dravenscrypt,
You
we're
also
talking
gotta
about
be
the
a
parenting. I'm
subscriber.
going to talk about Shanny's little secret about Boulder, Colorado.
I'm so excited. I'm a member of Drag. I'll definitely be there.
I don't know if
I'm
you're gonna get excited to hear what I got to say.
yeah, I'm totally excited, G-Man. You don't know how invested
Oh,
I am
this
in
was
this.
right before.
When are you going to go on Dragon's channel?
Yeah.
When are you going to go on Dragon's channel?
I think on Sunday.
Sunday, 3 p.m. East Central Time. 3 p.m. Central Time Sunday is what Drag
I'm
said.
going to be at work. I'll have to watch it later.
Hey, G-Man.
Yeah.
So glad my old friend JD Kane is here because we still have yet to do a great debate basketball talk-off. You said one day when the Knicks got better, we would talk about NBA ball. And the Knicks are finally, slowly but surely, they're starting to look better.
We suck.
No,
I'm going to keep it real. The Knicks suck. We ain't
no,
going
they
to
did.
the playoffs.
Oh,
I'm not even
you're a
getting
liar. Oh, you blasphemy.
I'm just keeping it real. I don't know when we're good, but we ain't good now. We're not even the ninth best team in the East.
No,
we're not even making playoffs.
they will make the playoffs this year. They will get the 6th or 7th seed.
Yeah, it's from the 30th.
Well, we have to have a.
I never
talk
saw
about that
him
some other
talk
time.
with people.
Okay, so if anybody wants to actually donate, somebody actually did. I'm shocked, but if somebody actually wants to donate to this channel for me, for whatever, 32, 33.
I'm gonna go and let you guys wrap up. G-Man, thanks for inviting everyone in.
I can't believe he didn't think that. They didn't think that. No one would care if he turned on her a long time ago. I mean, we told him enough times that she was awful. People are, I'm sure, they're just shocked. It's been a shocking It's been a shocking week. I'll say that.
Are you still doing the magic sandwich show?
No, that sadly did not take off, and TST's been shuttered for a while. So,
what happened to TST? From your perspective?
Well, I mean, when I first shut it down, it was simply interest was dropping. Some of the people who
No, the channel in general.
Oh, it actually got deleted. It got killed.
Okay, so it got deleted, or did YouTube take it down?
YouTube took it down. I had put up some.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah,
Shanny was the one who did that, right?
No,
What?
it actually had nothing to do with Shanny. It was actually my own fault. I put up some videos that were
Shanny
not
said that she did.
Well, of course she did. She's fine. Apparently YouTube doesn't care if it's private or not. We're still taking it down. She's around. She's taking care of her horses.
Cool. I'm glad you're doing good.
She's been retired for a while.
Anyway, make sure you guys catch the Dragnet show where I'm going to go on there and.
So wait, Shanny said she got my channel taken down. Really? When did she say that?
Shanny says a lot of stuff.
When did Shanny say she got my
He's
channel
like,
taken down?
it's all about me here.
G-Man, a couple people in chat are asking if you have PayPal as well, so I wanted to.
No, I don't have PayPal. I have Cash App.
Hey,
Okay, Cash App only, guys.
Okay, put your Venmo.
Man, look at your private chat. Soccer Account put in a link for first home buyer.
Yeah, I'm setting up a
Nice,
Venmo.
nice.
Why
I'm a little
not?
surprised
your
that Shanny would
Pennsylvania.
make that.
Post it. Check it out.
Well, Shanny said she grew up with JD Kane. She
You might
was
be able
like,
to get a few $1,000s, man. It'll help you out.
y'all are OG
Maybe
YouTubers.
on YouTube you go up.
I mean, she was part of the G Plus community for a while, and she would say ridiculous things.
Is that what you mean?
Like the moon's not real.
Whoops.
Yeah. How'd you guys know I was going to say that?
Is that what you mean? She grew up with you? That is insane.
Did you see the link, G-Man?
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
just
have it,
argue
I have
about,
it.
why do
You might be able to get some money, man. Recoup some of your losses.
I'm gonna look into it. I'm waiting for my
That's
people to
right,
do this
doing
stuff.
that.
Okay, I see it.
All right, thank you so much for letting me chat with you guys.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna bow out.
same.
I'm gonna bow out.
Thanks.
Y'all have
It
a
was
good night.
great to talk to everybody. JD Kane, pleasure. G-Man, pleasure. Katie, sorry I missed you. Thanks everybody, and you guys have a great evening.
All right.
Oh
Bye,
wow,
everybody.
he's not even
All right.
monetized.
So anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. All y'all might as well just go until the Dragnet show, I guess. JD Kane, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
See you later, G-Man.
Later. Okay, so soccer count and baby Jane. I can't bring you guys in here because I actually gotta go run and do something. So y'all can just say hello real quick. Go ahead and say hello.
Hey, what's up? No,
Yeah,
I just
I
jumped
need
in
to
just
talk to
to
him.
quick search. There's a first-time home buyer program.
Well, I mean, I wish I did
What help
beforehand.
for any more of that stuff? I could probably give you a hand with some of that.
All right, I'll contact you on Skype.
Yep, cool.
I think I have you on. All right.
Yeah, have a good one. Talk to you later.
All right, later.
Yeah,
Baby
exactly
Jane, I don't know
Lamar.
who you are, so no disrespect or whatever. I'm gonna have to put the.
If anyone wants to donate, I got my Cash App right scrolling to the top.
Up here because I don't know what you're gonna do. So I'll bring this up here. All right, Baby Jane, what's on your mind?
Oh, I just wanted to say that well, I mean, I've been around for a long time, but I want to applaud you for how you've handled yourself in the situation. I don't know too many people who could constantly take the personal attacks that these two have put on you as well as you have. And I just want to say, I'm glad that you did all those things. It's really nice hearing that you did all those things for those boys and how charitable you were with them. And personally, I think it's crappy the way that they have treated you in this whole situation. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. And I completely support you on this. I really do, because it's definitely shitty the way you're being treated. Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I will continue to stand my ground against them.
That's all you can do. And I have to say, you're taking the high ground. You could have gone as low as they have, and you haven't. So I have to applaud you there as well. I think you've definitely shown a lot more restraint than most of us would have under the circumstances.
Yeah, right.
Given the disgusting personal attacks, the racial slurs that they've thrown at you over the years, and just it's horrendous. I feel, and the thing is I don't agree with Rev the way he abused the autistic boy, but at the same time, when someone is is being abused themselves, and I believe that Rev has been a victim of domestic violence for some time, it's just unfortunate. I think he's under a tremendous amount of stress. I mean, she bankrupted him.
Okay, at least you understand
manipulated him.
Because
I hope he can get away. I hope they
a lot
can
of stress
beat
over
him.
that still to this day.
I have my doubts about, and this is just my personal opinion, and I know many might disagree with me, but I don't think Shani's a Christian. I don't think that stories of being an archangel, I mean, we're all children of God. We're all daughters and sons of God. But for her to be saying that God talked to her and God's her personal army and God's going to destroy you and they're archangels, I mean, it just goes to show the mental state of her and the levels of manipulation. She's using the Bible to manipulate other Christians. And it's just, I don't like that. It doesn't sit well with me. It really doesn't, because I am a Christian and I find that appalling, that she does that. But I will say, I'm hoping that he can reach Jason and that he can safely get out of that situation, because I believe that his uncle and his family will help him if he's away from her. I absolutely believe that.
I know for a fact they will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
And I think there's hope for him. There's really, really hope for him that he can turn it all around. I just think that this is a person we're seeing who's been completely beaten down to the point of where he knows.
Yeah, no, I bet any money. He said that before. He only uses that on Delta.
No longer knows his own value as a person, and it's unfortunate. Domestic violence isn't just we hear about it when it happens to women. We don't hear about it when it happens to men. A lot of men don't report it. But you can clearly see. I have a clip on my channel right now where in June of 2022, it was after she made him shave his head and put a scarlet letter on his forehead, that he motions to his face and says his face hurts, that she punched him in the face. But now he's denying that she's ever hit him. And it's so sad, because he literally lives in fear, because, she claims she's immobile, but she has no problem. She can get up in any moment and slap the crap out of him. And it is just sad. I pray for him every day that he gets out of that situation.
He gets in his car one day and just leaves, because nothing is holding him there. His whole life will change.
He needs to leave. I'm afraid that it's going to be bad, that she's going to hurt him bad. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, every time I try to explain that to him, and Shanny, I hope you're listening, every time I tried to explain this to him, you know what I mean? He would be feeling it, but then I don't know, something is keeping him there or whatever. Maybe it's fear, I don't know, but he knows full well what you're saying is right and what I'm saying is right.
When you're in a situation, and I think there's a lot of people who've been in abusive situations, and I have in the past many years ago, but I think he really is so brainwashed and programmed into thinking that he needs her, like he can't live without her. She's convinced him that he needs her, and he does.
Thank you very much, Nemesis Markle. I didn't know if that was working before, because the other day I got an error message, like someone reported it or something, but for 2 days my that wasn't working. But thank you. Now it said it, I could see it again, and now since that happened, now I have confirmation. So thank you on multiple ends. I appreciate it.
He never needed her. It's the alcohol.
He can still get some money in his pocket if he actually leaves. He can still get some money.
Yeah,
and I'm willing to give him some if he gets away from her and starts doing something with himself. If he does that, he can be back on his feet. But he's got to wake up.
That's commendable.
He's got to come up.
Yeah.
That you're going above and beyond what anybody else would do. This is what you're not the bad guy in the situation. The way they're trying to portray it. I mean, after everything Rev is, and a lot of these videos that she's making him do those videos. You know that.
Oh, yeah,
you can see it in his eyes. He's not comfortable doing these videos, but he's looking over to her to the left for approval. Like she's telling him ahead of time what to say. You could see it. I used to feel, I know that a lot of people yes, he abused an autistic child. He went to jail for it. He paid for that crime.
Or
Shani
allegedly.
Should pay for that crime. And I'm on the fence about that, because I'm a mother of an autistic child, and there's just no way in the world that any child.
This weekend. Make sure you watch Dragon Show this weekend.
I will. And I'm hoping that Shani gets her shit together and gets her kids back. I don't want to see her fail either. I mean, I know a lot of people think this is
okay. Yeah, I get it. Moms, need that bonding, but Shani has had enough chances. You don't physically attack your kids. No matter what. If you need help, you try to distance yourself. I mean, even if you can't be, normal enough, you try just to take a walk away. Yell at the wall, punch the wall. Just don't punch them.
I do think that Shani's terrible, yes. But I think people, I'm hoping that maybe this humble situation, if she's able to hit rock bottom, she'll get out and get a job, she'll better her life, and she'll do everything humanly possible to get those little boys back, and that they can be reunited as a family, the three of them.
And you want to know what's that? You want to know what's that? Rev admitted that he needs to be institutionalized. He needs some help, like mentally or whatever, right? He admitted to this and said that the only reason he doesn't do it is because he wants to make sure that Shanny has a roof over her head. This guy needs to leave her tomorrow. He needs to go see whatever doctor he needs to go see to get himself okay, so he can help somebody else. Two drowning people can't help each other. You can't do it.
Absolutely, because all they're going to do is drown each other, pull each other under.
Right.
And quite frankly, it's sad to me that even though he's expressing to her, I need help. I need to go in someplace. I know I'm not right. Instead of her encouraging and saying, you know what, you should do what you need to do for you, she's still thinking about herself. Honestly, Rev does need help. And I think a lot of it had to do with the way that he detoxed. He's still been drinking alcohol too. she was buying alcohol for him and giving him alcohol. And she was still, and that's what I have a problem with. As bad of an alcoholic as he was, the way he detoxed, most people who are heavy drinkers like him go into a facility where they are able to be monitored by medical staff. We don't know if it did brain damage or neurological damage to him, or the way that, because Shanny thought because she worked as a home healthcare worker wiping butts and making soup for people, that for a whole 2 weeks that her mother said she worked that job, that she was an expert. And instead of him getting actual medical intervention, she decided to oversee that. And I think that this did a lot of damage to him. And I think that it may take years for him, and he may never be who he was before. You know what I mean? But it's, I think definitely a lot of the hallucinations and things have to do with the fact that the man's had a nervous breakdown. He's lost everything. He's lost absolutely everything.
And he's not allowed to properly mourn about it because Shanny just plays it down. I've been there in person when she goes, well, it's just money. It's just money. It's just material stuff.
No, it's not just money. It was his mother and his mother and father worked for their whole lives so that he would be provided for. And Shanny shits all over their legacy every time she minimizes that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I'm saying. The guy's clearly had a nervous breakdown. And that's why I'm probably not as hard on Jason as I am Shanny, because I think that you can see there's parts of Jason that I don't think Jason's a lost cause. I think Shanny is a manipulator. There's a reason why her own family disowned her.
Every so often I've seen flickers in Rev's eyes where I could feel like, is it gonna come out? And then when he would yell back at her, but then she would manipulate him again with Jesus and all that. You don't talk to God's anointed like this. What the hell? And it's doing what she's doing to Gman now, more manipulation. But he's hip to it. Rev, he's been with her too long. He's too used to living with her and her calling the shots.
The reason why her sisters and her brothers want nothing to do with her. This is a person who's gone through life using people and stepping on people to elevate herself to the next level. And she's not above using the Bible and scripture and twisting scripture to manipulate other Christians into feeling sorry for her for donations. Shanny no more believes in that. Shanny was on TikTok doing magic spells while Jason was in jail, claiming she was a witch all of a sudden. And she was going to do curses on Dragon. She did a curse on Dragnot on TikTok. So I'm just saying, Shanny's idea of being a Christian is not what, not anything I've ever seen before. I'm just going to say that.
No, I hear you. But I got to end the show now because I have to go to the bathroom and get me something to eat.
All right, yeah. Okay, well, thanks for having me up. And thanks for everything. All right, bye.
Okay, bye. All right, guys. So Infinity Gauntlet, destroy half the universe of Shanny's argumentation or whatever. Here's the other half of it. Shanny, you need to keep that nonsense to yourself. Stop with all the ghetto talk because you didn't impress nobody with that. Saturday, I'll be on Dragnot's YouTube channel and we'll be talking a little bit more about this later. To see that awesome. First, let's find it. Hold on. Let's find that awesome outro. I need a different outro too, by the way.
All right. Well, on that note, sorry that couldn't do more Gman videos, but I will do them on the next on the next video coming up, or a couple videos coming up. This way, it could just be her and Gman go back and forth, and maybe go back into Letitia. I know she went away, got arrested. A friend of mine was telling me about it. I should just look into what was happening lead up. Maybe I'll do a members thing. And I'm thinking about doing a member stream. I got about 53 of you, so that could be fun. And I just want to reiterate what I was saying before. So, thanks for hanging out this long. It's like 105 years in here. Make sure you like. It's about 2 hours and 54 minutes. I normally don't do that much, but because my first stream, which only got to be 17 minutes, and it felt like it was going to be a lot of fun, but I got cut off. I'm going to see what I'm going to do about that. But I'm glad that I got over 100 of you to come in tonight, because I kind of just threw this together the last minute. Heard he was live. I figure I just watch this in the older video. This video I didn't get to see. I didn't get to see a lot of the videos that he did when he was actually talking to people, so I can always review those. And just to reiterate, like, I'm done. I'm not about the drama. I'm not about ops. I'm not about anything like that. Losing someone, losing people, just reminded me that like life is short, and I have to like preserve the time with my family as much as possible, and that's why I wait to do it at night when I do have a little bit of time, and that's okay. I think my eyes are on just what I want in life, and I'm just gonna do this, and I hope you guys still like it, and I'll try to make it still as funny as possible. And and anybody else doing that, just watch out for the drama and the ops and all that stuff that people try to throw you into. And like I've always been saying from day one, I'm not part of that. I don't care. I don't like some people for what they do to people with drama and ops and threaten. And I'll just say this: if you don't like somebody and they give you correspondence saying, look at these messages that this person gave me, or whatever, those aren't real, yo. Do your research, fact check, because so many times that shit happens. People want to do your dirty work for them, and don't do anybody else's dirty work. You're better than that, and all they're doing is they're making you look like the fool because they don't like you, bro. So they're gonna make up stuff. I mean, shit, anything can be doctored these days. Text messages, server Discord messages, Twitter messages, or did I say that? Facebook messages, I meant. Cell phone messages. Anything can be doctored. I mean, they have a voice thing now. They can make voice. So it's like, seriously, chill out. And like, I'm just saying, I'm not in the back rooms or the back servers or whatever. I'm just doing what I can, especially now, like all this kind of really messed me up. So I'm just taking it day by day. But thank you all for coming in. I appreciate housekeeping, doing your dirty work again, right, Brett? Housekeeping. Hey, James. I'm still running. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, boy drama is a bad tell. It's bad telling the cops. Yeah, right? I don't know. Yeah, these communities like this, I feel like they have their own type of weirdos, and they like to get into things with people. But it fascinates me that if you have a sworn enemy, if that sworn enemy gives you doctored shit, and you know it is because it's your sworn enemy, you're gonna believe it. Like, what is that? I don't know. The human condition really fascinates me. But I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't care anymore. I don't care why their brain is gonna believe somebody who hates you. I've seen this so many times, and yeah, any new content creators, welcome to that. But I've always got to learn, like, and I've tried to do this so many times in life. I get from the beginning to the end. I'm like, wow, that beginning stuff sucked. And then I'll have a friend come along, and I'm like, yo, bro, I just did that ride, and this first part of the beginning, you go that way, it's gonna suck. Go over here because that place down there, it's got some bad bad links in the chain. And they're just like, no, I'm gonna figure this out for my own. And I'm like, oh, okay. I just wanted to help. I gotta realize that sometimes everyone's gotta go through their journey, right? But on that note, guys, thank you. I just awakened. What was that mean? Don't know what it is, but I hope you're okay. Yeah, I mean, just a friend of mine passed, and it's really kind of affected me in a way where I'm just kind of out of it, but I do appreciate everybody, and I appreciate everyone being with me, even though I ruined my first stream didn't work out. They took that down, so I wanted to give a little bit extra time, just to make up, because usually people get enough at hours from me, so I wanted to give them something extra, just so they don't feel like they wasted their time. But yeah, that's it. It's like 1:30. I'm gonna go. I got some ideas for Saturday evening, and then I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 days take a break. I want to do a member stream, but for now, streams have kind of been hard. I just keep thinking about certain things, and it's a lot. But thank you all for being here. Please please sub if you're not. Consider being a member. There's links in the description. If if you like the content, and you're in the replay crew, there's a super thanks right next to the like button. It shows up in the comments section that you put a super thanks there for the money that you put in, and so it's immortalized forever in the chat. Now, what's cooler than that? I could pin somebody already, but you put a thanks in, you're still immortalized in the front. So think about it. Yeah, Brett. On that note, hail Grampy Lobster. Let's just give him a little before I go. Let me just give him a little moment of silence for that man. I'll always think, hey, you got a link for an old lobster in the chat. That's what I want to leave you with. All right. Thank you for being a part of my life, Grampy. I love you, man. I hope you're happy up there. I hope everything was peaceful like it should have been. Thank you for everything you ever done and everything you've ever said to me to keep me going. And thank you for never giving up on me. People have issues, and last thing you want to do is just give up on them. And Grampy never did. And there's a couple people like that, including even Miss Parker. She never gave up on me, and I like that. I've seen a lot of stuff. I think if people knew my life story, they would understand more. People have died in front of me, so it's I try to do what I try to help, but maybe that's too invasive or evasive, but I don't know. That's it. I'm just rambling on. Thank you all for just hanging out. It's incredible when most people are still here, and even though the video stops, that they're still listening, and thank you for that. I'm more than a 2-trick pony just talking about Shani, Rev, or Gman. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, and I want you guys to be a part of it, because this stuff is just going to mentally drain you. Like, really, honestly. There's so much more fun things we can do in between that I think everyone can benefit from. And, I want to do different. I'm going to make this a drama-free channel if it kills me. If there might be somebody in here that maybe someone might not like from some community, from somewhere, whatever, as long as they're cool with us, they are following the rules, they're not going against terms of service, they're not saying anything disgusting or weird, they could stay. I don't care who it is. There is a little line there, but most of them, about 80%, hey, they want to hang out. If they're being fine, that's all that there is about. I don't want any more division, folks. I want us all to get along. One thing Grampy's taught me is that life is short, and I want to take the time I have and have fun with it. But that's it. I will see you guys in a few days. Look out for the community tab post when I'll be going live next, and that's it. Have a good night, and hug the ones you love. Peace.